just enough to make you smile, and you need me to hold you close, and all your fears that you dream of will disappear and flutter on. Whoa, hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. But I'm so
Hello and welcome everyone to the World League Esports 10K tournament. Today we're bringing you the lower bracket semifinals, DNMK versus OG. On my right side, we have, as always, King Luda by my side. How you doing, bro?
What's up? I'm good. How are you? How are you feeling for this match?
I'm chilling and I'm excited. Kind of contrary views, but oh well. I'm chilling, but I'm excited.
Very, very contrary. I would agree. Yeah, like you said, we've got OG DNMK. This is, of course, the lower bracket semi-final for World League Esports. And my goodness, have we seen these teams put up some performances? We've seen these players put up performances. Give me a rundown of what you think is going to go on here.
So if you guys don't know, I believe it's Kaiko for OG has been subbed out for Hansi because Kaiko currently has some issues. But basically, we have a 5-stack of fraggers versus DNMK, which, like, they're good, don't get me wrong, but I really think the pressure OG is going to be putting up here is going to be too much for DNMK to handle. I mean, if you guys watch the broadcast over on my channel of the Raving Mad Game is final, I casted it with Luda. Like, OG, when they get in the groove, they're genuinely unstoppable. When Dr. Dropshot gets in the groove and he just starts one-tapping with a UMP through walls, doing 360 no-scopes, he's unstoppable. I actually think if they get in the groove, if they get this game going with the first map here, Theme Park, I believe it's DNMK's map pick. I might be mistaken, but I really think if they get into the groove early, this is an OG game all around.
Who do you give Ash if you are OG? Oh. I'm curious.
You know, I really think it's one of those. The first player that clicks it is the one that gets it.
Oh, that's going to be a rough one. Yeah, so we're going to, as you said, going to Theme Park. Following that, we will be heading over to Clubhouse. And if we need a third map, it will be Arkan. We've got DNMK attacking first on Theme Park. So, of course, OG on the defense. Theme Park tending to be more defender-sided, but let us have a look. Let's see how this one pans. I do believe we have everybody ready in the lobby. So without further ado, let's jump straight in to this lower bracket semifinal. It's DNMK versus Omnius Gaming Map 1.
And it's going to be Theme Park. Starting out the band phase. I'm excited to see...
4 bands. Give it to me.
Thatcher, Maverick, Maestro, Mirror.
I can't argue with any of those bands. I fully expect a Thatcher ban. If we had the ban percentage...
I think we have the stats. I think we do have the stats. It's like 90% or something.
That is insane. Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is. Oh well, no. I can tell you exactly what that's going to do.
That's jump outs. That's jump out central.
That is Dr. Dropshot saying, "I want to play Le Monkey style this game. Let's."
Ooh, this is even better. I like this.
Okay, so if Mera gets banned, that ban means nothing now. Because let's be honest, that's the only thing Twitch does. There aren't really enough drone holes on this map to allow Twitch to be a hard breach or a hard breach denial. But Vigil banned off now by DNMK. That's telling me they're a bit scared of the roam presence. They want the drone work to come out efficiently. But really, if the mirror gets banned out here, which I'm suspecting from this last one, let's see what this is going to... I'm genuinely flustered by this ban phase so far. It's actually Echo. I did not predict a single one. Not a single one. I'm a washed caster. What is this ban phase?
It has started early. My goodness, yeah. So I said we do have the likes of Dr. Dropshot plays a lot of Valkyrie as well. So the Nomad being banned out means that he'll be allowed to do his thing with the help of those Evil Eyes Twitch ban. But skeptical, not sure that's going to play into this too much. A Vigil ban says to me, yes, very afraid of the roamers, but very afraid of... that roam press is going to be really rough. I think it's more of a target ban than anything else. And an Echo Gon, I'm not too sure Echo is still that good. I mean, you can see the yokai. He's not as effective in my opinion. But obviously, Maestro will be played in his place. We will be going to Armory and throw first. And the first sick to count will be a smoke onto Mute. So SAS for SAS and an Ash for Zofia.
So just a TLDR of what we just saw. No hard breach banned. Thatcher is on the board. Thermite, Ace, Hibana, Maverick, all on the board. That means they're going to Armory and Throne Room now. But with how this ban phase has gone through, I really don't even know if Armory and Throne Room is going to be the strongest bomb side on this map. Keep in mind, because you've got the mute, sure, but no other hard breach null. And I really think OG are playing into that. They've realized, okay, there's basically no way we're going to keep these walls closed. So we're basically just committing with the mute jammer that's going to be click dropped by the Thatcher. So I really think they're playing for that post plant. Now the not the X80K, the X-Titan gaming players, they used to really play Clash on this map, but they used to do it in a top floor assisted roam strat. What I'm seeing here is an passive playstyle on the bomb side. So I'm seeing them expecting the walls being opened, but after that they're going to play into it with the clash, maybe hold those angles for a bit longer, try and sustain it on the bomb side, because you can really bunker down in this bomb side. So the attack is spawning in. Obviously, they banned out operators that allow for the more aggressive roam strategy. So I really like what OG is doing thus far. They're just focusing on the bomb side. Sure, they've got the roamers in the mute and the Jaeger, but I really just think they're going to play that passive roam up top, fall back when they can, and just try and hold onto this bomb side.
Yeah, potentially even allowing those walls to be opened up. I mean, like you said, Thatcher in play, Twitch gone makes zero difference in the grand scheme of this round, you would assume. Jackal in play as well, and that's going to assist the attack in finding these roamers that you were speaking so heavily about. And have a look, there we go, one PCV totally already dealt with. Jason droning in towards the office and does know the sounds. And then, a very nice pre-fire from Leventus will find first blood in this map. They see the clash down the corridor, but a quick rotate just to make sure she's not pushing up. She's not going to take any more map advantage away. And the DTA rotate, there's the Lucy, but the shot comes out from Dr. Dropshot. He's opened up his card in the game as well, and not even half the round gone, and already some gunfights taking place.
Yeah, Observer, if you can just stick on that clash, because they're doing exactly what I predicted. They're doing the top floor assisted roam strategy with the clash. They're having the mute and Dr. Dropshot with the MP5 of the Melusi play around them. They've literally got a single operator just dedicated to basically intel gathering. He's a moving drone, and he's a drone that can't be shot at this point in time. They've taken control of office now, yes, but Dr. Dropshot, he's down below. I don't know if he has the C4 still in pocket, but he has a mute that is currently assisting him here up top. See one player dropping down onto the main stairs. I believe Dr. Dropshot is about to find that engagement. He's waiting also passively inside of the locker room, MP5 in hand. He's waiting for a call from his team, but it might not just come, because a minute left. They haven't even fully taken top floor control yet. There's still a player in initiation that needs to get flushed out. Yes, they have the Jackal track that could potentially flush that player out, but they need to make something happen. They're starting to open up these verticals, but still, somehow, the walls haven't been opened. You see there an Ace Selma being utilized up top, but the mute jam is still there. They can't even have the Thatcher rotate in because he's down below. They're utilizing that on the main bomb side, going for the execute, but you still have a roamer to work with. And you still have players on site to hold these angles. The collapse is going to come out. Ergo finds the first. The Alda spraying on through, and it's exactly what I was talking about. That is the worry here for the DNMK on their collapse. They need to worry about these players hunkered in sight. He finds the first, the opener, the L85 to connect, but from the side, Dr. Dropshot, the roamers I was talking about. They're going to be the issue, and they're at the death of them. A perfectly executed round by OG here, perfectly reading into the strats of DNMK, and man, oh man, I just got to give them to them. That was a masterclass in how to play an assisted top floor roam. My words are already falling, but falling back onto the bomb side, playing into the 20-second meta as well. Perfect, in my opinion, that round.
Yeah, DNMK really were eating out of the palm of OG's hand, playing into everything that they wanted them to play into. I thought what we were going to see was more of a retake of side, just based on the fact that they have everything they need to get the walls open, but instead they chose to confront those roamers on the top floor and waste their time. There's nothing happening. And I think that DNMK maybe just lost track of time there. That defense actually was a bit reminiscent for me of a SSG-style defense on the basement of Clubhouse, just the way they were set up. They have their anchors, but everything is situated to waste time and then fall back.
Yeah, it's Xpenta G2 strap, SI 2018 and SI 2019. Hold an angle, but fall back as soon as it's pressured, stay alive, and just waste time. It's literally the pinnacle of the 20-second meta, but still though, DNMK, they had the lineup, they had the manpower, they had the map control to make a side collapse happen. The thing is, they kind of, in my opinion, overinvested in the top floor. Not overinvested, but kind of weakly invested. What I mean by that is, they chucked each and every single piece of their utility up top. They had 5 people clearing it out. And they killed the first player, yes. Dr. Dropshot found an answer back, sure, but at that point in time, you hadn't fully yet gotten top floor because the mute was still there, yet they rotated the Ace and the Thatcher out. So you fully invest in clearing top floor, but you don't commit to it. You rotate them out, and then you kind of half-off both things. You half-ass the top floor roam clear, and you half-ass the bomb site take. I want a bit of structure, a bit of rigidity coming out from them here, because at the moment it just looks like they're kind of going for that flex playstyle, trying to see where they can get the first pick and play off of it, and that's exactly what Dr. Dropshot's going to do here. He's poised down below in front of Gong. He's ready for the door to be opened and chuck out a C4. Let's see if it connects.
Yeah, you can still see some extra intel work being done here. Here comes a runner from Dr. Dropshot. He's ready. C4 is in place, and that's what the Banshee was for. Does not collect a kill. Sandals on about 75 HP, and that is the only action aside from that C4 that has taken place. We do see some gunfire rattling off here and there. You can see Sandals now stunned inside of Cash. He will be the first to confront him. Mario gets Cannibal though elsewhere, and the 416 will run out, but here comes 3-5 from Zofia, and naturally Leventis will clean that one up. Nowhere for the Jaeger to run, so he will rest his body just there. Now we can still see players outside working to get more map control. Jason now making his way up towards the office wall. Going to deploy the summers very shortly. You would imagine that you can hear the sound prompt, and the summer does in fact activate. Ergo playing very close with this M590 is droned out and will have to swing quite aggressively. Does not manage to get a pick. Gets taken down by Leventis once more on fire. This one is double for him. 1 minute 17 left on the clock, and Hunty holding a very long angle with that P10 Roni, which is going to burn through those bullets very quickly, so he's going to have to hit heads as soon as possible. He's playing very passively though inside of initiation, looking to rotate. Another angle being held by Dropshot, also looking to rotate, and he still has a Banshee to assist him though. 1 minute left, and they're ready to set up their execute. Only Hunty and Dr. Dropshot, the ex-console men, ready to take these gunfights. 50 seconds left. EMP still ringing out. There is the shot, but no. Leventis is just hitting his shot this round with another one. Last alive is Dr. Dropshot, and a dream for OG. The OG player needs to bring it through here. Jason is getting the diffuser down. 5 bodies up to 5 with 36 seconds left on the clock. Things are not looking fantastic for OG this round.
Yeah, Dr. Dropshot left in the 1v5. There's nothing you can do. Maybe pad your stats, maybe get your KD going up. And, well, he does exactly that. He finds a double. Suddenly, this is looking clutchable. He finds 3. He's looking for the 4th. 30 seconds on the defuse counter. With the 7-second defuse, he might be able to lock this out. There's a player on his left. He doesn't know of it. One player inside the vault. He spots it out. He finds the kill. Quad kill on the road. He knows where the last player is. He knows he's in cash. Will he get the ace? Swings wide. Going for the bait, he swings wide and he finds it! Not yet! 28 HP on the player, even more damage done, but it's a 7-second defuse timer. He needs to get this kill within the next second. He can't do it. It's the round 1 for DNMK. He locks it out with the P12. The final kill coming out from DNMK. What? Yeah. I actually cannot.
I actually cannot. I'm sorry. I'm too Cape Town white girl right now. I actually cannot. Sorry.
You know, I feel so sorry for Dr. Dropshot in that round. He swung 4 times and hit his shots all 4 times on the Thatcher and didn't connect with the kill. It's preposterous and it's sad, but it's really well done for DNMK to switch things around. This time, well, last time,
JKEU servers.
Yeah, I berated them for basically just half-assing each and every single thing, but this time around, they completely switched it up. They knew what they wanted to do. Yeah, they knew what they wanted to do. They got the wall open, they breached, they got 4 kills, and almost lost the round, yes, but on the flip side, OG, they also did well in that round. Why do I say that when it was almost a flawless round? Because look at the teamwork that came out from Dr. Dropshot. I don't know if you guys saw it, but when he came out for that C4 from Gong Room, it wasn't just, okay, I think they're going to push now. No.
That's intel based. That's intel based.
There was a smoke canister popped on Cash so that the execute can happen and so that they can flush the player out. He read into that. He knew they were going to barrel on through the doorway, and from the vertical, he placed the C4 in a way where it detonated almost perfectly below the doorway. So it's not like OG are just going mindless kill. They're going for calculated and strategic kills, and that's what I like from them. Sure, you can also have things like Dr. Dropshot going massive in a 1v5, almost clutching the entire damn thing, but you also have that strategical play. One apiece, I'm excited to see what happens.
It's interesting you bring up that play because when at the onset or just after the prep phase, I saw that the Malusi item was being detected outside. I think he may have actually placed a brand on the balcony as well, giving that indicator. And we saw, I think, 2 players move towards that general position. So he was obviously waiting for that sound cue of the Wub doing its thing to deploy that C4. Unfortunate that it didn't hit, but I really like the idea and the thought that went into that. Now we can see in this third round, Dandaman looking to take towards Cafe. Crusher is droning inside of Barrel, and Mario on a quick rotate over the roof, going to open up his hat more than likely and create multiple points of entry for the team in towards the map. Now, a quick jiggle peek with that C70 will make sure that no one is playing the concrete block on the 90. And Dandaman's going to move in, call it out to Leventis. Leventis hits the deck, tries to lower that profile as much as possible in the attempt to stifle these defenders trying to slap him out. But no, They will quickly move back in, and some more intel work likely being done, and again, opening up more rotates for themselves. You can see that breach charge being deployed. Sandals maybe preparing a jump line. Yes, there it is. They know the player's up there. Very nice shot. That is Mario off the board. That's a sledge gun. That is 2 nades in the pocket, as well as the soft destruction that he brings. Very unfortunate for Mario, and that's quite a common jump out, if I must say so myself. Dr. Drops are making sure that no drones make it through the initiation side, or anywhere near him, rather. And yeah, I don't want to say they're stalling. They're taking up this map control, but I don't see anything happening just yet.
Yeah, they're waiting for something to happen, and that's exactly it. Hunty to fall. Crushes is fine to open it onto the Bandit. It's not that big of a kill. You've lost the MP7 and maybe a C4, but still have 4 people to hold onto this bomb site. They've still got the crossfire set up, and you've still got, notably, Dr. Dropshot with, I believe, a 3.5 KPR at this point in time. It's stalling it out, though the drones are coming out. So a lot of utility for the attackers to make this collapse happen.
3 C4s in pocket with a minute to go.
Yeah, that's worrying.
That's 1.5 I've ever seen it. They still have this on the board in a 4 versus 4. 50 seconds left on the clock. Dropshot playing out his life here around this reinforcement. There we go. He does get the one onto DNMK, and that is the Jackals. Very good gun gone in the dirt. Going to be jamming for the next couple of rounds. Dropshot still persisting inside of initiation, playing this pillar for as long as possible, trying to buy his team time. He's got Ergo to assist him as well. Both players were playing prone, trying to, again, lower those profiles. They know there's someone on the hatch, and a very nice shot from Leventus. Leventus really popping off for his team. Here come the stuns and the impacts, making sure he uses all that utility before eating dirt. Ergo will find Jason, though, and now the position is called up. Ooh. Very nice shot. He gets the down through the softball, but now well away of the player inside of
it's a 1v1
control room. It's winnable. Crush is getting the diffuser down. 1 second left, and there it is. Diffuser down. 1v1 smoke versus Thatcher. SAS versus SAS. The better gun is definitely in the hands of the attacker, but SMG-11 can rip through anybody at that close range. Finishes off the kill with a very nice flick that was probably not entirely necessary. But the smoke babe will guard, trying for some clutch, and a very nice shot from Cannibal. He'll clutch this 1v1. Smoke babe to assist. SMG-11 in hand, and Diffuser will round this one out.
Yeah, that really looked like a midway between the last 2 rounds that we've seen, because once again, DNMK on their attack, they looked focused. But on the other side, OG, they did OG things. They went from the run out, the calculated run out, onto the player currently replaying onto the roof. But after that, we saw something we haven't really seen. Just stagnation. Waiting for those kills, waiting for the enemy team to make an error. And eventually, I wouldn't really say any of those teams made an error. It came down to the 1v1 because the trades were just going up, out, left, right, and center. It was an issue really of playing for trades when in an equal situation. At that point in time, when it narrows down to the 1v1, you kind of just have to hope and pray you hit your shots. And Cannibal, he hits his shots, he wins the round for them. Going back to Armory and Throne Room now once again, using that clash, not opting to 6-pick off of it. 2-1 on their defensive side. They're looking for more. They're looking for the 4-2 split potentially. But really, at this point in time, I'd say it's too early to call. We've seen a lot from this game already, but it's kind of still up in the air. There's still too much variation, too much deviation coming out from these teams in terms of their strats. They haven't really had an overarching storyline in my eyes of exactly how these players play.
Yeah, I can hold on.
I mean, we do know Dropshot is just cracked. Like, chat just saw that clip and they're in disbelief.
Listen, don't write off Leventus. My man is popping off as well.
Observe if you can, I don't know what your keybind is, but like where you expand the player's info on the right and left hand side of the screen. There we go. Let's see the KDs on these boys. Dr. Dropshot.
Crazy. 4.0. 4.0. It's early game and he's 4.0, so a lot can change in that time. We have DNMK and Jason still struggling to pick up a kill thus far within the first 3 rounds. But now, going into the 4th, this is 67% of the way through this split. Now, looks like it's going to be the same sort of take coming out here from DNMK. Looking at the clutch, we already think the clutch is positioned, I think, more towards the offer side now. Likely will fall back towards the waiting area. Leventus opening up the sidelines, looking to push these players out. They finding a mute jammer in their path, though not entirely certain that that's been placed. But again, now we have Standoff and Cannibal holding the hallway. The sideline has been opened up, so it's going to make it a little bit more dangerous. Sandals will have time to get on his cam, just have a look, call out to his team. Cannibal moving up, though, into the office. They know exactly where they're about to come from, and the drones are rolling through. trying to find these roamers playing around Cannibal. The Clash touch a Doctor drop shot hits the dirt. Leventus picks that kill up, and Leventus is gonna be
He's
on
stuck.
the receiving. Yep.
He needs to try and get through the doorway, but he can't. Oh man, he's somehow still alive? How?
What is going on?
They had the Zofia, he used both of his stuns, and now essentially he's a free man. He drops on down. Yes, Hansi's still up top, and Jaeger comes to support, but suddenly, somehow, the Clash is allowed to fall back to the bomb site. Now, they still need to deal with them when the initial site collapse comes through. 4-4, yes, you've done chip damage, yes, you've gotten the kill, but you've suffered. You've lost the Jackal, you've lost your utility on the Zofia. When priming the C4s, they're going for that vertical kill. He's trying and he's waiting for that information to come through from his teammate from, I believe, the default cam inside of logistics, but still stagnation here. It's kind of similar to what we had in the very first round, where at least this time they full committed, but the full committal didn't really work for them. Yes, they got Dr. Dropshot. Yes, you've been able to shut down the top fragger, but that Clash being allowed to escape really is going to bite them in the butt. 45 seconds left on this timer. They need to translate it to a side take. Jason finds Hansi. It's a big opener. Now you can start transitioning onto the side walls. You've still got the Thatcher. You've still got the Ace. You can start using those Selmas and open up the bomb site. But there's an Alda. There's a 416C and there's a Clash. CCE shield. You need to worry about this. Going to come down to the 20-second meta. This is going to come down to a complete drag fest.
I always think the exact same thing. I'm watching the clock and I'm like, 30 seconds. Out, the Selmas are deployed, the Pre-Fires are about to come through. Here's the older 100 bullets in the magazine. Can literally spray for the next 10 seconds. Sandals does find Leventus though. Says Fragger for Fragger. It is a 3v3 and the Clash is doing some damage. And Sandals manages to get 2 on his rotate back. Mario will get the refrag. 2v1. It's a triple on the round. He doesn't know what to do except Hipfire does not find anyone else. And OG protected the bombs as you see on your screens. Defenders take the 4th round, and I can I'm going to say it, but I don't think the 20-second meta is really suiting DNMK at this point of time.
The thing is, they had a chance to win that round. Had they gotten the kill on the Clash, one single more bullet landing on him, or even just a Zofia impact grenade landing on him, it would have won them the round, single-handedly. Because him being allowed to rotate down wasted around, let's put it at 20 seconds. 20 seconds that you could have had for the execute. That you could have had to open up yellow as well, set up a crossfire onto the bomb site. Time that you could have had to avoid the flank coming out from a Hansi with the 416 in hand from 90, where you just didn't have enough time to actually establish that intel, establish where the player is still roaming out and about. It just feels like DNMK is struggling at this point in time. They've got one round on the board, yes, and it was deserved. But man, oh man, I really just feel like DNMK are trailing. You can chuck it down to OG being on the defensive side, but really, I think at this point in time, their teamwork, their coordination, their intel play is top class.
DNMK looked best in the round that they won, not even the round. I feel like the other rounds didn't come as close as we felt they should have. They looked really strong when they went full send, full aggression, drones were in, Leventus was swinging everything and just hitting shots. I think that's what you need to fluster OG. You need to give them a taste of their own medicine, if you will. I'd really like to see DNMK do that, try and get back to this 3-2, maybe even 3-3. Obviously, Teapot does tend to be quite defender-sided. We thought it would be more attacker-sided based on the ban phase, which has proven not to be the case so far, as all the hard breaches really come down in the last 20 seconds, which is quite frustrating. Now
that you pointed out the attacking bans, the way it went out, I really think it's DNMK struggling even more than I initially thought. Like, you pointed it out again. This should have been attacking sided. By all stretch of the imagination, this should have been. Thatcher is on the board. All of your hard breaches are on the board. What is hindering them? Really, think about it.
Why are you taking so long to open a wall that is free?
Exactly. That is my question. You have each and every single piece of utility in the arsenal of the attacking side to clear this out. Yet, you are still hampered by the 20-second meta. The one thing that was the product of the ban phase and the product of players delaying, but we're seeing something different here. Initial kills within the minutes coming out. Ergo has fallen, Dandaman has fallen. I believe he has been the opening death around 3 rounds now. Not looking too good for him, but still. Dr. Dropshot is alive, and he's prowling, and he has a C4 in pocket. Very dangerous. Still down below, Leventus slow. And exactly what I pointed out.
Oh, what a shame. Very nice shot. Leventus proving the game awareness is really pulling him through, looking to backpack. and carry him through to another round win, but not to be the case. I was operating bringing here Bana. They don't have to get close to the wall. All you need is one EMP and those X-Kyrus to go, maybe a flashbang or two. But I mean, there's no reason why these walls should not be opened up earlier. And I really think that would help the attackers, give them the sidelines they need to push those anchors around as they see fit, but not to be the case. Moving back to the round at hand, 1 minute 15 left on the clock. It is a 2 versus 3 in favor of the attackers. However, you still have, again, Dropshot and Hansi both up. Last time we were in the situation, Dropshot nearly aced, clutched even. But taking things a bit slower here are the attack, and Hansi will get one more onto Mario. SMG 11 in hand will get rid of the other. Now, Dropshot's actually in quite a precarious position, sitting inside of the kitchen.
No, he's not.
What? What is going
is,
on?
But he wants those.
Please. Thank you. I'm a request. No, I'm joking. But this man is phenomenal. The pre-fires are hitting. He's dropping players left, right, and center. The game awareness is at its peak. And all we have left now is crashes. At least he is on 100 HP, so still able to do something. However, Hansi up with 25 HP has proved his prowess with that SMG 11. And then you have that MP5 still to worry about. 20 seconds left. Bomb is in hand and diffuser will go down. But obviously, you will hear that. And a quick rotate from Dropshot will show that he's also aware how the bait and switch works. Pre-fights coming through. It will be Dr. Dropshot on the refrag as Hansi looks to make the distraction, and it works perfectly as they win yet another defender round.
11 kills in 5 rounds. Comfortably sitting at a 2.2 kill per round ratio.
Kanye, what was the question I asked you before we started casting? Do you remember?
It is Dr. Dropshot going to be left to reign supreme? Because that's exactly what we saw and what I commented before we even started this game. Before the ban phase started, I said, if OG are allowed to have free reign in the initial phases of this game, the momentum is going to carry over. I've been in Discord with these boys. They get quite hyped up, to say the least. Once this momentum is going, my Dorner, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Initiation room and office will be our, I think this will be our ultimate defender site for OG. Yes, indeed it will be. And I don't expect to see any sort of variation whatsoever. We do see now the smoke has been sicked off for a Jaeger. Obviously, Jaeger is going to be beneficial no matter the circumstances. Currently, the most picked operator, I believe, in the World League Esports being picked. Is it kind of for these stats? Is it for these two teams specifically?
No, that's all of the teams.
All of the teams, 93 times. Jaeger's been picked. The most played attacker is Ace with 18. That makes a lot of sense. In terms of hard breach and the gun he brings, I feel like he is probably the best hard breacher on the board at present. But of course, Jaeger, you can't, it doesn't matter the nerf, you just can't curb this operator's pick rates. But so it makes sense. Yeah, the Cannibal brings him. And again, now we've got Sandals on the Valkyrie, Ogo on the Mute. Yeah, it's a bit of a switch up here. I like to see a little bit of switch up. And again, the aggressive plays never cease to amaze you. Dr. Dropshot trying to carry his momentum, trying to get this early pick. And I wonder who is going to be the fatality, because you assume with Dr. Dropshot, there's going to be a fatality. They do spot the Valkyrie camera out on the balcony, so that information.
Is he going to do it again?
Surely not.
Surely they're aware.
They know
of
the Valkyrie
this.
camera's there.
They literally know the Valkyrie camera was placed there. Surely you have the brain cells to think, why was it placed there?
This has happened before.
Exactly.
This is Final Destination. Guys, you know where he's running out
They
from.
didn't join him. They missed him.
I don't believe this.
So the drone has gone on through.
Oh no.
He has the intel and he gets the kill. Leventus falls, 5v4. A kill with 0 risk, basically.
Granted,
Now,
it was very, very well played from Valkyrie camera for that one. Oh,
okay, but look at who they killed and who they kill now. It's the Zofia and the Jackal. 2 of your most important operators off the board, gone. Sure, you've still got the combo of the Thatcher and the Ace. You can still maybe get the hard walls open, but without the Zofia, you're playing into a Melusi, into a Jaeger ADS.
no? Yo, Crusher must have like 150 HP. No cap. Like that C4 sailed and sat next to his ankle and took him down to about, I would say about 10 HP. And here is Sandals getting ever more aggressive. I think a grenade's being prepped, and he's going to walk straight into it. He's going to find himself in a L85A2
Observe a good
crossfire.
drop shot quick.
That
Okay, no, he's coming back. Okay,
that was incredibly unfortunate there. Ergo still holding this angle through.
How? Where did he find that? He was on the other side of the map 5 seconds ago. He shows up and his presence is felt. 2 players left. Crush is on around 5 HP. Jason, he's full HP, yes, but he's got a yellow ping on him. He has so much to worry about. Spraying on through. He somehow finds the kill. The game awareness on this man is through the roof. It's unimaginable. 1 player left, and suddenly I believe he's on 12 kills, 13 even. He's looking for more. He's looking to make it 15 on this game. Swings wide, and he can't find it. Jason finds drop shot, so kind of equalized out. Still 3 players to face down. You've got the AK-74. It's looking like he might just have a Dr. Drop Shot around, but if it is he going to clutch it? That's the question. He barrels on through. Might just try and get his teammate healed up, but I really don't think there's enough time for it. And oh no, the ADS swings on through. It connects onto the Selma. Yes, he finds Cannibal on the Jaeger, but really, there's almost no way to clutch this in need. Drop Shot finds one more onto the down player, and Hansi finalizes it out with the MP7. It's 5-1 on the split.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even playing this game, but I'm done with it. Like the specific map.
Oh, you tilted for them.
I'm just like done. I'm just like,
timeout.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I want to call a tactical timeout for us, just to be like,
they did. Call
I don't know how many times I can say Dr. Drop Shot in a single sentence.
Oh, are you challenging me?
I would rather not. 14-4. Animal.
6 rounds. Still 2.2 KPL. He's upholding it. It's not like he's a one and done. He's not like every now and then it's only that he has an impact on these rounds. Had we had like actual official stats, I honestly think his cost percentage would have been 100. If you don't know, cost percentage is a percentage of how many of the rounds you had an impact on, measured through kills, assists, whatever it may be. I really
survival, I think is it kills, assists? No, it's kills and then refrags.
Yeah,
the amount of times you survived, and then playing objective, I think.
I think so, yeah. I really think his cost percentage would have been 100. There's no way.
Through the roof, absolutely.
And the sad thing is, we've known this for so long, that he's a scary player. But it really seems like even when they prep for him, think back to the Raving Mad Gamers final, you and I cast it. Mm-hmm. They played into him. They made sure that they wanted to shut him down. They had players dedicated to go for him, and they still can't do it. He always wins. He wins these. He juesos.
Do you think he plays any other video game?
No. I mean,
do you think he ever logs off of Siege?
He just keeps his PC on.
he's got the background music just playing while he sleeps. He's just in the zone, all ready to go.
He just has the Siege orchestral theme music.
Literally. No, he's probably one of the most consistent players I've ever seen grab a mouse in the South African scene, to be perfectly honest with you, that I've seen thus far.
The thing is, sometimes you say a player, he can have a big impact. And with that, you usually mean like, maybe 20% of the time when he's in a 1vx, he clutches it. I really think Dr. Dropshot clutches like 70% of these 1vxs. It's phenomenal.
Wow, I'm shook, shall we say. But no, hopefully, with the switching of the sides, we will turn a new leaf to this game. We will see DNMK start bringing back a couple of rounds against OG. But I know how much you like to speak about this OG stack and attacking on Cafe. Or not Cafe, sorry, on Theme Box. So I'm going to let you have the next one.
You're really jumping the gun there. You're saying what I wanted to say, because X-Titan, OG, what they do,
here we go.
If you don't know,
get it.
When it's on Theme Park and when they're on the attacking side, they barrel on through Cafe. They drone out Dr. Dropshot. He's the entry frag. He finds the kills. They won the round. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, done and dusted. It's what they do. Drones are there. I mean, you can literally pan to Cafe side. I promise you they're going to have drones pre-placed.
Do you have the strat book in your pocket?
Look at that. Look where Dropshot's drone is. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, no, it's every time.
Yeah.
Every time. He hops through. Also, you can just hop through the bathroom window. I think he does it a lot as well. He's just like, yeet. And he walks into bomb site, maybe gets a pick or two. But we will have to see what happens. Let's have a quick look at utility. We've got 3 breaching charges likely to be used up top. We've got nades, we've got smokes, we even got claymores. So nice to For the defenders, we got the Barb, we got 2 C4s. We have a deployable shield. Quite interesting to see where that is going to be played. And we also, of course, have some impact grenades in case some other rotations need to be made, unless Vanderman and Mario are not opting for that M590. But who would not opt for that M590 drop shot? As you mentioned, here we go. Vitality skin in hand, R4C ready to go. Going to be entering through Cafe. Leventis is currently posted up inside of the office. Moving into Cash, is well aware that the office door is being opened up. Or the
He's solo though. Why is he solo?
There's no assistance.
It's quite strange. It feels like they still want that sense of we're pushing from here. Because when you see Dr. Dropshot in Cafe, you're going to think maybe, oh, he's assisted maybe 2 players behind him, 1 support, 1 player droning for him.
Good God.
But no, they're diversifying and they're just running into electrical.
Oh.
They're just running through, but the one counter to just speeding is the M590.
Fuck.
But they know he's there. Ergo finds the kill. And Luda, you were surprised for that one?
No, it was more like a, damn. I can't believe that happened. It was fully expected. Oh, I thought
Drop shot.
had that.
That's where he shines, when he's unexpected. They knew he was there, yes, but he waited for the most opportune time, and he finds him. Gets the call, 2 players in office, sprays through, finds 2. 2 players left on the bomb site, 1 minute 20. I've said the letter 2 quite a lot. 2 impacts in the hand of the Valkyrie. Can he use it for this vertical play, or will the Sledge with the 2 nades still in hand be the player to have the most effect on this round? But look at this, both of the players are in the armory or the throne room side of the bomb site. They're kind of playing it passively. Jason now has rotated on into the fireplace area of armory, but still he's falling back. It seems like they've realized, oh, they might just open up the yellow wall, but no, Cannibal has died. They don't have an ace. Ooh. Jason somehow finds that kill, swings on wide, the instant flick to the prone position. It's a 2v2. Using the utility, 45 seconds, let's see what happens, and that's what happens. Jason finds kills.
Jason coming clutch with his MPX in hand, really proving his worth here for this DNMK roster, at least for this round thus far. 30 seconds left on the clock, and I wanted actually to make a remark saying this is the difference between DNMK and OG. OG, with a minute and a half to go roughly, were 3v2, had cleared the roamers. It was only the anchors left on site. Yes, they've now fallen to Jason, who has put up a phenomenal performance to bring his team back in this round. But the sheer speed, oh no. Oh, it's the shotgun's gonna do it, man. It was the speed at which that roam clear was done.
It wasn't the shotgun in initiation, but it was the shotgun down below. 2 M590s on the team, and eventually one of them helps them out and wins the round. 5-2. Considering they just had the tactical timeout, they might have had the mental reset. Do you think there's an opportunity here for a comeback, also considering they're on the defense now?
So I would like to say yes, but the sheer dominance that OG have displayed on their entry, their defensive, for me, is a bit too much to overcome for DNMK. Yes, you can bolster your confidence just a little bit here and there with these rounds that have been picked up, but I ultimately think this will go OG's way. As you have said, they are well-oiled, they are practiced on attacking theme park. So no, I don't see this going all the way back to potentially overtime or even a DNMK win. I think OG will take this. We will go to Bunks and Daycare next. And yeah, I don't expect... We've often remarked that OG don't really have in-depth strategies. They play the rank strats, but I would argue that we've seen something different this map.
What do you mean?
Well, do you consider playing the clash with support upstairs while defending throne room a rank strategy?
No.
My point is proven.
Well, that just proves to you that they do have a strat book. Like,
that's what I just said.
Yeah. But
like,
but no, I kind of differ because what I think is they have a general play style, a general rule of thumb on how they like to defend bomb sites. I don't think they have necessarily a set strategy for each and every bomb site. I think they have a mentality of, okay, we like to do assisted roam strats where we waste time. I think they're setting this up kind of on the fly with a mix of what they're used to and what has been set up by the coach beforehand. Mario down below utilizes his C4. It is kind of wasted. One still in pocket, yes, on crushes, but kind of sad to lose it out just yet. Jason, for some reason, has been playing impacts on the Valkyrie. I don't know why. I guess he can rationalize it, but I don't know. The attackers, they're on Cash balcony, and Crashes is on 50 HP.
Yeah, and as we bring up
Jason, man, what is this?
The one to lose the HP will be Samuel, but Jason picks up the first frag of this round. He's really starting to come alive, I feel like, on this defense, allowed to rotate Valkyrie, potentially playing the impacts just so he can get his own rotations and own points out of any sticky situations. Leventus will now rotate out, as will Crushes.
Like this.
And they will... Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Saving the reinforcement to close up the rotation, to close up the sideline and delay that little bit longer. Ergo on the Hibana will jump on Bernard, provide more intel for OG as they look to try and take towards the bomb site. They are still 4v5 with 1 minute 20 left on the clock. They are struggling to take this map control, but that is mainly due to the presence of these roamers and falling back at incremental times that are incredibly inconvenient for these attackers. They aren't aware that these players are falling back, and they aren't aware now, for instance, that the rotates have been reinforced. So very well played here by DNMK. Maybe they're coming alive here on the defense. Missed shot there, but Mario will pick up drop shot.
What happened up top?
I have no idea.
How?
I feel like I should have
what just happened?
What is going on?
Okay, so he challenged the player inside of initiation. The observer panned away, but somehow for the next 20 seconds, none of them do any damage to each other, and he jumps out the window. I am very much the confused, but really what they're doing now is proving to me again, well, at this point in time, the attack, it's just working for them for some reason. Trinok pointed it out in... Yeah, well, Trinok pointed it out in chat. They're really effective and quick on these collapses. Think to the previous round, they had 45 seconds left on the round to make the collapse happen and get the walls open. Now this is looking different, though. 10 seconds, they need to get this bomb down. 3v4 scenario. You've still got Jason to worry about. The play with the MPX, he's gone massive previously. It's the 3v4. Surely they need to get this bomb down. Surely they need to make a move happen. He finds one. Mario to connect, Dan the man to connect. He finds two. And again, it's the story of the M590 in the final few seconds of the round. Just boom, boom, round one.
I'm confused. The diffuser was on site, but it wasn't going down. Like, Hunty was just crouch walking in sight, diffuser in pocket, taking some damage from Lord knows where. But I didn't see the prompt even start. It's quite odd. But like you said, a very nice collapse from the defense. The M590 rings true and dispatches of those attackers as they try to get some sort of execute going, but not to be the case. 5-3 now as DNMK slowly come marching back from that one round that they had on the previous split. We will go to lab storage for the very first time now, and I'm very interested to see if the switch of bomb site and the momentum DNMK are bringing are going to throw OG off even more, because they have seemed very confused, I would say, with their attacks. It doesn't seem to be, like you said, they don't seem to go in with a necessary strategy in mind, more like an idea. And when that doesn't go to plan, they don't necessarily know what to do moving forward.
Observer, just don't show us the stats quick, please. Without having the stats. If I were to ask you, what do you think Jason's KD is right now? How many kills do you think he's on?
I was going to say, I would say 8.
Fair enough. Like, just based off those last two rounds,
yeah,
yes.
He popped up those last two.
But he hasn't previously. It really seems like
he was 0 and 6 or something.
Yeah. He's 6 and 6 now. He's had 6 kills, 0 deaths.
Wow.
He's just waking up here on the defense.
I'm telling you, put this man on Valkyrie and just tell him, run around with your Valkyrie cameras and see if you can do some damage. He's like, sick. Give it to me and I'll do it. Here we go. Again, drop shot going to entry through Cafe time and time again. I wonder what a pre-play C4 would do in that situation. Do you think that OG have that drone work?
Oh, no, you can't do that. He doesn't have a pre-play C4. He has an M590 shotgun. Dan the man from down below. He's a menace. And I don't think that's something that very much would tilt me. But now... the Dr. Drop Shot's already dead.
Like, that's a great start. It's a great start.
And that is the best case scenario.
Yeah, best case scenario, you get their entry, and they're off the board. Crushers may look now to rotate back up the yellow stairs, cause even more problems trying to challenge into Cafe. We'll just have to wait and see. Jason currently positioned in barrels, looking maybe to go into Arcade, but who knows? Cannibal and Hunty are looking to push out of Cafe, and here it is. The remaining 4 members of OG have pushed through into the hallway. They see the Valkyrie cameras. They go for a cheeky floor bang, but that intel is old, and it will not net them any kills. Crush is still positioned inside of the bathroom, waiting for his time to move around to swing to find a cheeky pick into the hallway. But again, these defenders are playing very passive, very calm. They are waiting for their time, not instigating any engagements that they cannot win or anything too prematurely. Very nice angle being held by Mario here onto the yellow stairs with this left panel being opened up. And again, the passiveness coming out from OG, not entirely certain what to do. So what do? You start opening up, start ripping up the floor. See if you can find an angle onto anybody in the bomb site. And unfortunately, there are too many beams and bomb chassis in between Sandals and Buggy.
He sees it. This man has a better monitor than Citizen.
Did you see how close Kozeka sits to his monitor?
Yes, I did. But now, I wish we had player cams.
Oh.
That is an important build to find now, because the roam presence alleviated and you're doing so much damage onto Dan, the man down below. He seemingly just can't get away. He can't find a safe position. 3 players versus 3. Still roamers, though. Only 1 player really on the bomb site, and that just might be to their detriment, but not when Crushers can single-handedly hold on to the bomb site. Another player falls, and suddenly it's Hansi left in 1v3. He dies, and it's DNMK with the massive comeback.
Making me eat my words here. It seems like DNMK really an absolute rampage, throwing it back in OG's face, saying, you know what? This is defender-sided, and we can defend. Absolutely instrumental round there. And I don't know, if I was DNMK, I'd be full of momentum, full of confidence, and probably as hyped as OG were on their split change. Obviously, losing drop shot to a floor bang is incredibly unfortunate. I don't think that's going to happen again.
But it's happening a lot, though. Think about it. Their first attacking round, they lost because Jason had a hero play where he swung wide with the MPX. The second round, they lost because there was a hero play. The third round, they lost because of a cheese strat. The thing is that, yes, you can chuck it down to being unlucky and maybe just a cheese strat every now and then, but when it happens consistently, that's when you need to worry, because yes, it's not normal, and yes, it might just not happen every time, but when it does happen every time, you got to change something. Yeah,
there's no... You say change something, I don't see any change in terms of opera line, so it's definitely not coming to there. Maybe, if you are Dr.
They're effective. That's the bigger problem, is they're effective in getting the map opened up. They're clearing out this map within like a minute and a half, and then they have the area to play around with. But then the unluckiness, that's the best way I can describe it, happens.
No, I understand where you're coming, where you're coming from, rather. We will go to Armory and Throw Room once more, as DNMK are looking to tie this one up. Here is my question to you. Based on the momentum DNMK have just picked up, and based on the fact that they may not need to go to OT, do they beat OG? Think they're going to remain on defense?
What's the overtime round? Who's on defense overtime?
No, I'm asking, do you think they're still going? Do you think they're going to overtime? Because if DNMK pick up the next 3 rounds, it's a win.
They just need 1 round. They
haven't dropped 3.
Oh, fair enough. They've gone to all 3 of their rotations and not just lost 1. So I guess they could find it, but Dr. Dropshot finds 1 isn't able to flick quick enough. Though they found 2. So 4v3. They've cleared out the top floor, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. They've cleared it out, but there's still Crushes to worry about. He might go massive, and indeed he does. Hero plays 11 and 6 in this game. He's showing up, and he falls back to the bomb site. That's exactly what you want to see, because now, yes, they've wasted time, but I don't think it's enough, honestly. I think he could have stuck around for longer. There's still a minute, 40 seconds. That's an eternity in siege timing.
Over half the round still there. No Cade in Hansel. Got the Hibana for Harbridge and Cannibal on the ace, and I agree with you. I think they've fallen back far too early. I think at least 1 player could have stayed out to delay as much as possible. However, you do still have Crushes. you do still have Jason on the board. These two players have just shown how much they can pop off in any given moment. You can see OG now checking all their angles, maybe a little bit out of drone. Seems like, I'm not sure how their economy is looking. They've only got 5 drones still up, and with 3 players up, that is quite unfortunate. The impact signal's got to come out, and there we go, Jason playing
It's
the
not
big brain
vaultable.
strats.
They can't get through that. I don't think they have ace helmets left. Observe if you can expand the view just to see if he has helmets left. He doesn't. They can't get through. Oh no, yeah, they can't. They need to use the Abana. They still have an impact on the board. That's going to get tricked.
No.
He has 8 pellets left. He's going to use all of them. All of his pellets are on the wall. 1 impact and it's gone. They can't get through that wall.
Oh my god.
They can't get through that.
So it's doorway, and that is probably the worst thing you can enter into in the 20-second meta, is to file through a single doorway. There's going to be mad flicks here. 1 player is dropped from hatch. There's a smoke break. Here comes the swing. Does Crushers get the pick? He does indeed. That's Hansi off the board. 2 players left alive. It's Urga and Cannibal, but Urga's taking some chip damage courtesy of those smoke babes, and Ace can still not vault through the hole in the wall. They're going to have to rotate to split, if anything. Urga does get 1 into Crusher though. That is the type 89 in hand. Danderman gets a refrag on the Cannibal. So 1v2. Urga left alive, and some cheeky Morse code coming up from Jason will show us, or will communicate rather, that the defenders have won round 10, and the defenders have just equaled our round count.
Very interesting point from Astro quickly in chat. He says he can't tell if this is skill based or defender based right now. Do you, because we've seen OG show up in the first half, we've had DNMK show up in the second half. Do you think it's defensive based or just?
I think it's defender based. Personally, just because I think both of these teams' play styles, the rapid aggressive play that they tend to have, the very loose roam, is conducive to a map like Theme Park. I don't think that the players, when on attack, are coordinated enough to get rid of these roamers as effectively as they have wanted to. So I definitely think it's more defender based than skill based, because I can't justify it any other way to say that a single tactical timeout is going to allow you to win 4 defensive rounds just as you swapped over.
Yeah. The worrying thing now for me, if I'm OG, is like you said, they've gone to each and every single one of their bomb sites now, and they've won. That's a really bad side, because now they're going to what's always I have the word kids in my head, but I'm just like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Bunk daycare.
Thank you, bunk daycare. But they also still need to go to initiation and office. Both top four bomb sites are very similar in the defensive style, and they've proven they're good here. So at this point in time, OG, next 2 rounds, need to make something happen if they want to take this to overtime, if they want to win this game. Like, it's still, any of these teams could win it right here, right now. It's 5-5. If one of these teams takes the next 2 rounds in succession, they win. Easy as that.
If DNMK take Theme Park from your beloved ex-Titan OG, what is happening on Clubhouse following this? That is my question.
Clubhouse is very similar, in my opinion, to Theme Park, the way it's played. What I mean is just the reliance on hard breach, and after that post-plant scenarios, it's very similar the way they play out. But man, oh man, that's the sad sight. Hansi takes damage from a teammate. Dan the man, didn't call a catch where he got some damage done onto him, and already reinforcing the rotate. He's injured, yes, but
Hansi doesn't go down if he doesn't get team damage. Put that out there.
Sag.
It's a valid point, okay? If he doesn't get shot in the back of his leg, very nice shot from Ergo. We'll make sure Levent eats dirt inside of the bathroom. And that is the first pick. That is actually what OG need. Can create a bit of a point of ingress here. They're going to be able to push through into cash, into bathroom, and by virtue of that, in towards the office. But they still have Jason to contest. MTX in hand. He's about to be droned out. He's going to go for a quick rotate. Pre-fires through. Does not connect onto anyone, but does get picked up by Ergo as well as he gets aggressive. This type 89 doing so much damage thus far in this round. Banshee is still in place, as is the ADS, and that will have to be dealt with in due course. That is only going to slow them down. There's so much damage done though on the OG side that I would not put it past DNMK to try and bring this one back. But here are the Selmas. Crush is going to be in a very awkward spot. He's waiting for the impact pick. He misses it. Yes, indeed. He now has to play his life out in this corner. Cannibal or inside of initiation. Sandals will get crushed, as I said, can't move. Nice pick from Mario. Gets the red pick. Does he get the ash? Ooh, it's the refrag as the pinches come out. Attackers eventually pick up an attacking round once more. Put themselves on map point.
That was so clean.
That was clean. It was the cleanest we've seen from the attack.
Yeah, and it's the first time that no hero plays came out from the defenders. There wasn't one player that round that really showed up. All of them just kind of dropped like flies. What was your HP after the first time there, Sandals? Looks like he maybe would have gotten the... Oh, it wasn't Dan the Man in the Smoke. I can't remember where the shots came through. But basically, what I mean with that is it's the first time that OG aren't falling to something... Well, rephrase. It's the first time that they once again have that initial take onto the site, but that they can translate it into something because they've been effective on the attack. They just haven't been able to translate that, whether it be onto a site take or onto killing the roamers. And this time around, they kill the Jaeger, get the first pick. They kill the Jason on the Valkyrie. They get the opening into the to the roamers. They get the wall open. They kill the players on the bomb site, and they just win it out. It's clean all around, and it might just be indicative of what's to come. But Trinok, I know you're happy, and they're going to drug and storage.
Yeah, I like that they've gone back to Dragon Storage now, opting actually not to repeat the bomb site that they've just lost first time that is the case on this half. So I do think that their previous drug was a lot more practiced and looked a lot cleaner. And probably banking on the fact that OG are expecting them either to repeat their bomb site or still not know how they should be attacking drug this time. However, I don't think Dr. Dropshot's life is going to be lost over or whilst crossing a threshold this time. We do see Sandals actually picks up the Ash and Dropshot opting to go for the Zofia. So I wonder what has instigated this, I would say, minor role swap, as the operators tend to play the same sort of role on this entry and second entry type role. We do know these two are peas in a pod. So let's have a look at how this plays out. DNMK checking his cams, able to provide some intel for his team. Valkyrie cameras placed courtesy of Jason, and as I say his name, I invoke him. Dr. Dropshot hits the dust. Those are, what's that, 2 impact and 3 concussions lost, along with a very good gun.
Oh.
Fantastic shot. Sees the Ash off the board as well. Jason is having none, absolutely none of this entry duo's issues as they push in through this map, but no. It's using your X...
Oh my
God, not like this.
Oh, it's completely swung to the other side. It's clean from DNMK. I berated Jason earlier for his pick to have the impact on the Valk, but it's working so damn well. Yes, he's not getting kills from the other secondary utility yet. He wouldn't have gotten kills from the C4, but he's able to utilize the impacts in a way where he gets kills and the drone gets killed from the Selma. Quite unfortunate. 2v5 can still potentially make it happen, but still they have the extension into Armory and Throne Room. They still need to deal about Jason. It's too much.
They have 3 drones up at the moment.
None in the pocket of either of the alive players.
Exactly. So it's useless at this point in time. You don't have intel. You've got a minute left on the clock. You've got 5 full HP players to find from DNMK. And you've just seen Jason hop out of a window looking for something fancy, but no, it will be Ergo next to eat the dust. Crushes will be the deliverer of that. And Jason seals out the flawless round, taking us into overtime. And I think we were chatting before broadcast, and this is probably going to be the best match of the day. And if this first map is anything to go by, I'm going to stand by.
You cut out. What are you going to stand by?
The statement saying this is probably the best game of the day.
Oh, definitely. Action all around. So much so that we're going to overtime. Yes.
5-1 to 6-6.
That's crazy. 5-1 on both defensive halves.
It's G2 versus Navi on Consulate.
Yes, but look at who got the defense. DNMK.
Oh. Could you still call it though? Could you call which way this is to go just based on defense first? Do you think so?
Yes.
You're that confident?
Yes. Give me something that I need to do if I'm wrong. Hedge a bet.
I was gonna say you can shave your head, but you really. That seems a bit counterintuitive.
Sorry. I won up to.
There was going to
preempted
be
it.
another controversial statement that I was going to up to. I was
Throw
up
it.
to save that for. No, I'm not going to.
You're saving it.
I'm saving it for like an optimal moment when the
When
team
you really
I'm
just
gonna
want to
reference
put me
is
in
gonna
the
play.
dirt. Oh, come on.
Yes. I'm gonna say something. You know exactly what I'm referencing. And I'm gonna save it.
I know.
I'm
It's
saving
fine.
it. Okay, so DNMK do have the defense. Quite interestingly enough, look what Dr. Dropshot has picked up. If there's no Zofia on the board now, we instead have a Jackal. And maybe this is the slight alteration that they will need to get rid of a player such as Crushes, a player such as Jason. Getting those picks nice and early on in this run, get this roam clear out the way, start opening up these walls that we expected were going to be opened up a lot sooner than later. Let's hope that C70 can be put to work, as well as that Inox tracker. Sandals again reprising the role on the Ash, and he's going to get onto that soft destruction, opening up some more points or some more avenues of insertion here from the roof. We've got Hansi and Cannibal also posted up on or outside, rather, the cash balcony, and here comes the entry drop shot, this time entering through lockers. So already changing things up as we've seen from him previously. I wonder how this will affect the round. What do you think is going to happen going forward?
I mean, 5v5, make that a 4v5 as drop shot falls. And I see no way this attack wins. Just based off that. Dr. Dropshot dies. It really seems like he just hasn't been able to carry his momentum to the attacking side, and maybe them start like having another round on the attack now, just carrying that momentum from DNMK's defensive half is proving too much, or I don't know what it is, really. It just seems they can't answer back. It's really sad to see. Though, if they can find an equalizer now, I really think the team that gets the next kill wins this round. Because, yes, if OG gets another kill, it's an opener, and it could potentially prove influential in how many more rounds they're able to rack up on the board. But both Impact's used, and it doesn't get the second. There we go. The wall is opened, but Crushes gets a kill onto Sandals. Yes, equalized out, kind of. But Crushes on 15 kills. He's going massive. 3 players left. Suddenly, though, again, 3v3. Spots the head. Can't connect, though. Had that kill come through for OG, I really think this would have been a done deal, but it might be a done deal sealed by Hansi. No. As he finds one Crushes, though, to answer 16 kills currently on the board for himself. Triple on the round. 2v2 have the diffuser, and they have an avenue onto the bomb site. They have the intel. He sprays on through, but it's a quad for Crushes. He's looking for the ace.
Surely.
17 kills to his name. He's rivaling the likes of Dropshot. Though, yes, he's a fallible man, and you can't find the kill onto Cannibal just yet. But look at this, still 30 seconds. Still, he has the diffuser. Well, he can pick it up at least. It's not too far out of reach, and there you go. He does. Sprays on through, Crushes with the ace. This man is unstoppable.
That was
19 kills.
Incredible round. We did not see him pop off on the attack, but when he switched onto the defense, he came alive. Look at that. Look at those stats. 18, 10, 17, and 11. These players are not giving a single inch either side. They are playing their hearts out. They're fighting tooth and nail, not going down. What a phenomenal round. And the game sense from Crash is just on point in that very last round. DNMK on the map point now, obviously. OG still have a chance to bring this back and take it to the final OT round. But with this swap, what do you think is going to happen? Jason picks up the Montaigne for the first time in this map. That is very interesting.
That might be exactly what they need to win this. Because they've been struggling to clear out the roamers. They've been struggling to collapse onto the bomb site. This Montaigne helps with both. He is a shield. It's going to feed intel facing off against a shield. It might seem counterintuitive, but a shield versus the shield might be exactly what you need.
The mountain versus that shocky woman.
The British woman that shouts very loudly.
I didn't have another good analogy for and I know that Larock literally means the mountain in French, so I was just like, okay. okay, zappy woman. Yeah, it's gonna be. I definitely think it's gonna be a head-to-head Jason versus Cannibal inside the waiting room. This sounds like some sort of like Cluedo game.
You know, I want
Jason with the shield against Cannibal in the waiting room.
I want one of those memes of like the Chad versus the beta of the Montaigne versus the Clash. Sophisticated French man with a indestructible shield barrels on through a doorway versus Zappy woman who just shouts loudly.
I know the meme you're talking about. But let's have a look if DNMK are going to switch up at all. No, they're not. They're going to send Jason in through the cached door. And here we go. We have the Clash. Clash is actually positioned more towards Cafe, which is not normal. We have Hansi still setting up some mute jammers just to assist the Clash and the Jaeger playing upstairs. Of course, Sandals will be positioned inside of office, trying to find a pick behind the Monty. But let's have a look at the Clash now also moving up and getting up close and personal. Will the Monty do some
wait.
HP down?
Wait. The guard break animation that was put into the game.
Yeah,
does the Clash make that happen? I think I just saw that.
I saw that, and I also.
Oh no.
I also thought that was the case.
Sag.
Oh no.
That's the game for DNMK. I'm sorry.
I agree. I do agree with you. Yeah, I didn't. Does Clash guard break Monty? That doesn't make sense to me. That interaction.
It does. Clash is supposed to be shield killer.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. But regardless of that fact, default camps will still be hunted by these attackers as they look to try and press every advantage or swing things in their favor as much as possible. You can. This is the big brain play. We've dealt with your two roamers up top. Rotate to the bottom, and now they can start setting up the execution. They still have 1 minute and 15 left on the clock. They can march Jason wherever they so please. There are no trap ops aside from the Malusi on the board, but that can still be easily dealt with by the likes of Leventus or even Crashes, even Mario. They should have no issues here marching into bomb sites and getting that diffuser down. They're still worried about the Roman that is Dr. Dropshot on yellow stage. He does do some damage, but takes some damage in return. He's going to have a quick reload, 50 HP to his name. A quick rotate to the arcade, being hunted by the other entry on Leventus. Now, I wonder if that's going to be a cat and mouse until the end of this round. We'll have to wait and see. We can see that there was hard breach being deployed on the throne. War Crushes gets one. Hansi does get Jason.
Montaigne is dead, though.
4v2. Maestro's still up. This could go either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, but the Montaigne is dead. So that's a massive denial to the attacking capability of DNMK now, because they can't just barrel on through the doorways. If he finds this engagement, it might be a done deal. It might be a done game, but no, it's Ergo. Left in a 1v4. He has the Elder. The Elder goes burr, but in a 1v4, you're facing off against the Ace, and when you can't even find the kill, it's a GG in chat.
DNMK.
GH.
What a phenomenal comeback. I take back what I said. I have no qualms with that.
They won 7 rounds and dropped 1.
Comeback. 5-1 down to win it in the end. And Crushes is your MVP, 19 and 8. Jason, 4 players on the side of DNMK dropping double digits. And ooh, we're going to cast our eyes down to Cannibal. We said this was a frag stack, but going 2 and 10 in your frag stack, not the performance you would be wanting. But aside from that, what a phenomenal game. I can't give props to DNMK enough. I think that, I don't know if it was a tactical timeout. I don't know what was said to them. I don't know how they managed to flip that switch in their brain to say, you know what? Yes, we're down 5-1, but we have the willpower, the skill, the strategy to come back from this and take it to OG. And that's exactly what they've done. Props where props are due. And I want to get your thoughts on the game. And then, of course, on what you think is going to happen on Clubhouse.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to go to a quick break. But before we do, I think DNMK made an unbelievable comeback, whether that be initiated by them being on the defense or whether it was pure skill. That, I think, is going to be established on Clubhouse because it's not as defensive-sided. You have sites like CC2V and Cash, which in the recent patches and the recent meta has not been as defensible. So I think this is where the proof is going to be in the pudding. Is that DNMK defense going to carry over to Clubhouse and be just as strong? Or is it going to be the DNMK skill that's going to carry over? It's going to be the question for when we head over to Clubhouse. For the time being, thank you so much, guys, for joining. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Just going to set up the lobby, get things ready on our side. Thanks so much for joining. This has been I, Kanye Defuse, and King Luda. Cheers.
How did I get here? of the night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky, hiding behind dark gray clouds. I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my.
Are we live?
We are live. Yes, welcome
Hello,
back.
we're back.
We are back. And we are back at it again, of course, with DNMK coming off a phenomenal comeback on T-Park. But this time, they are starting clean. They are starting fresh. They are starting on Clubhouse in Germany. OG this time will be on the attack first. So they do get to at least carry a little bit of momentum from the previous map through. But I'm interested to see how these bans go, because the previous bans did not go any way that we thought they would.
Yeah, Maverick banned out. So
I'm okay
again,
with that.
yeah,
okay with
that's bringing back to the established meta. But just a quick talking point: DNMK for the last 7 out of 8 rounds have been on the defense. That is going to become +6, 13 out of 14.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting.
They played it once, so they
wonder.
banned it.
That's the kind of I wonder.
It just
I
had
wonder.
such a big impact in that one round that they're like,
you
okay,
think so?
we don't want it. Yes, it single-handedly won the round.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
yeah,
mean?
I can agree with you there. Push the clash up. Jaeger. Oh, that target bans, Jason. Welcome back, my guy. I do apologize on behalf of this lobby. Just that you've been thoroughly target banned in those 2 bans alone. And of course, the mirror will go. Not surprising at all. Clubhouse mirror incredibly strong, regardless of the bomb site. In my personal opinion, I feel like Kanye would likely vouch for this. He's an avid mirror believer. If
Yes,
you will.
she's good.
Yes.
Much
correct.
good.
Much good. Wow. Incredible. CCTV cache, first and foremost, first up for the defenders. Not surprising at all. That is generally the first map, or first rather site in rotation. Then you go downstairs, and then you go to gym and bedroom. But I do like to see them mix it up. A Yana coming up from Sandals. Yana has, I think, slowly but surely been increasing her pick rates. And as I say that,
Well done.
naturally, of course,
What
it will be
else?
6-picked. Yeah.
My question is, where's the Frost? Because she's meta at this point in time.
Frost
Yes.
is meta, and yeah,
Especially
I
on
agree.
CC.
Yep.
So,
Frost has become incredibly prevalent due to having that secondary shorty, playing the deployable shield. She's also got a very decent gun with that 9mm. You can play extended barrel. It's a very like, I use that gun. It's good. I'm happy with it. You know. So yeah, very much meta. People, I feel like at this level also just do not look for Frost Knights just because,
imagine if you still had Sniper 90 in the game.
bro. Spawn peek CC window with a sniper. Sniper 90, easy.
Oh, the new boss G. Imagine Sniper 90 ACOG.
Oh no. Ubisoft, please make it an event. please, I will pay. Quite interestingly enough, we see DNMK not running the rotate in the CCTV role, which we have seen previously, I think to an extent. We've started seeing, the teams are opting not to play that rotation, but rather a sightline through onto the breach, which I find quite interesting. I mean, it limits your ability to rotate into side. But that being said, if you are rotating back into side, you are giving up control of the garage. And I do think that players that are assigned to rafters actually just have to play there to die, because that is your God-given role. That is your sole purpose, is to maintain garage control. So if you're rotating, I think it is probably not ideal. Thatcher again makes it through the ban phase. So you would assume these walls are going to be opened up quite quickly. Dr. Dropshot already inside of jungle, having made his way through, likely to the main door. Hunty, the Thatcher, nearly off the board. Cannibal does pick off Jason, and that's the bandit off the board, but bandit being off the board means that the wall will be opened up. There will be no more bandit batteries deployed. Thatcher, I think, is down actually outside. And Crush is maybe looking for a wall floor ban with a shotgun. Maybe he heard
I don't exactly know what happened. Mario's still on the roam, so potential here for a flank, but Dr. Dropshot could walk up the stairs. There's a player holding it. If he swings at the most opportune of moments, he can find it, but not if he's swinging at that time.
Love that timing.
Yeah, Dan the Man finds the kill. 4v4. 3v4 as Leventus finds Ergo. Now, they need to rotate off.
Gone.
Come on. I wanted to make a joke with Ergo, but I couldn't. I'm not fast enough.
Go. I have to do it for you. Damn. Sometimes it hurts being this kid. No? I'm joking. Anyway, back to the game. 4 versus 2. And it looks like DNMK have not stopped the train. If anything, they've piled on more coal. And they're going even faster. Absolutely dominating. Slapping OG at every point of entry. Mario is still sitting inside of oil, but hasn't had any opportunity to come up. Doesn't need the opportunity. There is a play on rafters, and Cannibal will hit a very nice shot onto Leventus. That is technically garage control. But Dan Man is waiting for the player. But no, Mario will get Cannibal as he looks to go up the rafters. Stairs last alive is Hansi. He's only 20 HP. A single breath from a smoke canister will see him to his grave. But instead, it's going to be a Dan the Man run out.
No one ever gives Oil Pit the sense of urgency that it deserves. From Oil Pit, swings wide, MP5, finds the player, and basically finds the round for DNMK. Sure, you might have said that the round was a done deal earlier on, but it really looked like OG were going to be able to have that collapse happen. Mario, though, on the Goyo. I very much like this. Please stick it, I beg.
Yeah, you've called it. So I'm just gonna let you. I'm gonna let you like sit.
No, he sticked it. He sticked it. There we go. See, I'm not a washed caster like you are. I see that they actually bring up Frost.
Okay, washed caster.
Okay, buddy.
Let's have a look. Right, don't call me buddy, pal. Okay, we've got a 6-pick from the Twitch onto the Hibana, which makes a lot of sense for me. Obviously, Mirror is banned, so not necessary to bring that tip unless you can get it close enough to those ADSs. I mean, she can't get with the Goyo shield, so that's the only real utility I think she brings, aside from a fantastic gun in the F2. The fire rate is absolutely incredible, but it will be sheath for now. The vendor's reprising his role on the Jaeger, and we have Jason, of course, on the Frost, able to make these rotates, putting up in these Frost mats in the regular spots that you would assume. But the thing is, will the attackers have enough time to look down, pick off the Frost mat before they get swung? Obviously, that is why the Frost mats are there. They create that moment of hesitation, that moment where your attention needs to be diverted for a split second. And these players have proven a split second is all you need to get these kills.
Or they just don't give that split second and it gets the kill itself.
Yes. I can agree with you.
Our observer laughed in our ears and now I'm happy. Someone liked my joke.
If anyone's gonna laugh, it's the guy that can actually hear us in real time.
When King Luda just doesn't give me the attention I want, at least I have someone that's always there for me.
To be honest, I'm just trying to condition you, it's like a season pass.
Just teach me that no one's ever gonna love me.
Wow, okay, you put that on yourself, my guy.
Yes, I have.
I'm not here to boost that type of morale, no, sir. But Leventus is going to be posted up here on these red stairs. He's got, I think he had a shield with him as well, and with a fantastic gun, he can play that for as long as he likes. Hatch open in Logi, and there are actually very cheeky angles I've seen in Pro League You can make your way onto the backside grating and find the angle onto Mario where he's currently playing, but they will not be exploited just yet. Cannibal Saddle still on the roof, both of the hard destructions, but look at that. The wall is already open, and I'm not entirely certain how that has happened, but it is definitely the biggest point of ingress that you're going to see. There were no reinforcements on CT, so that allowed some pre-fires and whatnot to go through there, and OG have everything you can need here to try and start this XP, but the castle barricade is still keeping them outside of sight. Grenades will fly in. Mario still waiting with that Vector in hand, and you still have Jason inside, being protected by that castle barricade as well. Now, very nice shot from DNMK. Warthog got the drop shot removed from this round. Smoke canister will guard as well, and it will stall for even longer. You can stall for a total of 45 seconds with 3 smoke babes, so it is a bit early to deploy, but it is stunting the progress of the attackers. It is doing its job now. Mario is playing his life out here, as they know exactly where he is, and he has nowhere else to work there. DNMK still playing behind the engine. There goes the second smoke babe, and everyone's playing incredibly passive, not knowing where they need to push in, where the rest of these defenders are. 4 drones still in pocket, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here, to be honest.
Well, with 45 seconds and an avenue onto the site, surely they're just going to collapse. That's what happens. He finds one, flashes the player out in logistics, full flashed. He can't do anything. Surely he's going to die in this position. No, he sticks it out. Levent is still inside of construction, joined out by the Frost. 9mm in hand, but Vector in hand. He finds one, can't do it. No, the kill's coming out. It's trades a piece. Sandals finds another 2v1. Levent is 100 HP. He can do something here, but with 20 seconds, they need to get this plant down. He's going for it. The cover is there. Surely it's there. He's holding the doorway. No, it's inside of Logi. Okay. Yes, he has the crossfire and he has the kill, and OG has the round.
Yeah, nice trades that were coming out there, although I don't think that they were calculated trades by any means. I think it was, we're going to walk into sites and we're going to shoot anything that moves. And that was the play, and it resulted in that 2v2 with the last alive player being the Jaeger, known location inside of construction. And obviously we had the cover from the Hibana holding all the way through. Plant was behind the bomb chassis, so that was played pixel perfectly by OG to make sure they won that round, and that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see them start pulling up their socks. That's the correct expression. Pulling up their socks, managing to catch it out.
Sophie's Klein Sinky, native English speaker, by the way.
Okay. Thanks for that. You know, I have not used any Afrikaans in this broadcast thus far, just because he
cuts out.
As the Afrikaans caster, you should be the one introducing our audience to
as the English speaker.
Language.
You should be the one that's using the right expressions.
I just think too fast, man.
Fair enough.
Think too fast, my words.
Oh,
and you can't tell that that's not a thing because you do it as well.
Yes, I do it as well. But what do you think then, Mr. Big Brain, of them not going to Church and Arsenal?
I like it. It's definitely going to throw off the attack. I mean, it's what we expect. It's what the audience likely expected. But no, they're going to go for gym and bedroom once more. Now, I would like to bring up the fact that I don't think that DNMK set up fast enough, just based on the fact that, here we have it again. Okay, so I don't know if they're not reinforcing CCTV. Yeah, I think they're just going to leave it soft. So what happened last time was they were immediate pre-fires onto CCTV. Usually, that's reinforced to provide an extension into cache for some extra roamers, but not to be the case. Dropshot has already made his way up at the top. He's got a pre-fire onto the cache door. Pre-fires coming in. What was that? The awareness?
Yeah, the yellow ping. Yeah.
Get Jason trying to rotate into the bottom garage. Not to be the case. Will not play any part further in this game. Dr. Dropshot is playing very fast, getting hot droned in. And yeah, this is the extension I was talking about. They've extended into cache. Usually you have the CC wall also reinforced. It's quite interesting that they've opted not to go that. They still have 2 reinforcements in pocket. So it's not like they're wasting or reallocating any of these utility. I think it would have been a better idea had they done that. But regardless of that fact, DNMK will get Ergo. Sandals with a refrag onto DNMK. Sandals gets one more onto Crushes as they press their advantage even further. It's a 4v2 now with 1 minute gone. Sandals gets another. He's on a triple for the run. Looking for a 4K. There's nothing stopping this match. And it's type 89. He's looking to take the gunfight. It will be the Goyo. It will be the 4K. And it will be Sandals to round out round 3.
And this is the point where things start to change. No longer is it defensive-sided. Well, do you think it's still defensive-sided and DNMK is starting to drop, or whether this is now finally coming down to skill team skill and not just which side is preferred.
I think OG are hurtful of playing standard strategy, and they're like, why are we playing so slowly? Just hot drone me in, let me take gunfights. And that was the story of that round. Hibana walks in with a 4K, drop shot entries with a yellow ping, and slaps Jason off the face of the garage floor. And that was all they needed. There was no strat. It was straight up drone and shoot. And I think that plays perfectly into OG's playstyle.
Yeah, that works, especially on Clubhouse. Small map, you can clear it out very effectively with your drones, and you can win rounds. Even when you're on the attack, it's not theme park where you're going to struggle to find each and every single footholding on the attacking side. No, things like that, 1 kill or 2 can mean the round, and let's see if that happens again over on the attacking side. Now they have a lot of hard breach capability to collapse onto this bomb site.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Very interesting. So we don't often see this. We see the sideline being opened up from behind the church bar. Why is there a bar in a church? Okay, I feel like that needs to be addressed.
Bro,
Not
it's a
now,
cult.
but just in.
Well,
future.
it's literally a church of motorcycles.
Understandable.
Germans.
Anyway,
I mean, no, Dutch.
the sideline being opened up. I assume somebody's gonna play maybe from blue or deeper into church. Maybe throw a smoke babe through there. Not trying to think how that's gonna play out, but after drop shot is in sight. He's in sight. Sandals is off the board, so at least, and as I said, and the man will go off the board, and drop shot will not be stopped. Look at the kill feed. OG are doing OG things. They are swinging, and they will not be swung themselves. They are getting these picks. The vendors will try and bring things back and get the pick onto Ergo, but he's put them in a 2 versus 3. Diffuser is going down as the map control is in favor of the attackers. Cannibal Road is, or not Cannibal Road, Dropshot is low on HP, but as I said, we'll find the vendors. Mario gets one more onto Hansi. Dropshot is low HP, so definitely able to dispatch of him, but it will be the perfect intel game. Cannibal gets the final kill, and OG, oh my, I don't know what has come over them. I don't know if they've taken some pre-workout before this map, but they are brimming with aggressive confidence. And if they're going to continue this, DNMK are not going to have another word in this.
Yeah, it's a swing or be swung lifestyle out there. OG on the attacking side, looking rejuvenated. And I remember earlier someone in chat said, once OG lose their momentum, lose that footholding, they start to slip. They can't really bring it back. But now, that's not the case. Yes, they lost out on Theme Park, but they're keeping it going. They're having that aggression. They're utilizing it, and it's working out for them. It's good to see.
This is the most bipolar teams I've ever seen. Oh, Ergo. He's been the designated man to go over to Krispy Kreme and find himself a donut. Apparently the only one in the lobby, as pointed out by himself. But I'm sure he'll get on the board. He is
self-deprecating humor, man. Point it out before your opponents can point it out.
That's fair. I mean, who can do me better than me? You know, that's a fair point. We'll get back to see, and I expect to see the same sort of setup. I wonder whether Bandit Battery is going to play as we just saw the Jammer go down to the wall. Perhaps Bandit's going to likely Bandit trick once that new Jammer is gone, courtesy EMP. That's what my initial thought is. We still have players downstairs setting up here and there. You got the bottom of the garage being. Then you got some rotates elsewhere on the map, but here we have the advance of the attackers. We have drones up that are spotting up in place, very wary of a spawn peek or a jump out, and Thanos is coming to the party prepped with the X-Tyrus in hand. And we actually see the breaching round go through the garage. I'm not sure what that was intended to open up, because the garage was reinforced, if I remember correctly. Perhaps there was a Banshee of some sort, I have no idea. Leventus positioned on the rafters as we saw him previously. ADSs to support him. I don't believe there was a mute jam or anything else to assist, but Jason is going to be making his way onto the wall, and there we go. Here's the bandit tricking that I mentioned. Waiting to see if anything else can be deployed. No, it's not. Will the mute jammer come back into play? It likely will be. No one below, as far as I know. Usually drop shots entry is below to try and clear out, but there is Mario who is here to assist the bandit tricker. Obviously, bandit can be shot from below, but not while there's the MP5 trained on your location. They have opened up the garage. Now, Chris, on their banner. Jason gets the first pick to Ergo. and that's a great way to start. He will still be 0 and whatnot in this game. And in comes Mario, and he'll clear out Dr. Dropshot, who they know enters through the bottom. And Mario's going to be incredibly aggressive at bottom garage, but Sanders will make sure there's no more of that. And that is a pretty common angle. He's going to now be holding onto the CC window. The shield's still up, 2 players on red. 3 versus 4 with half the round to go. Not entirely sure which way this one is going to swing, but it's looking defender side.
It might look defender-sided, but once that Jaeger finds the point of contention, if he finds a kill, it's DNMK's round, done deal. If OG can find this one, though, with no answer back, they have him pinched. They have the angles locked down. If they can find this kill, no more pressure from the side of Catwalk, and indeed they do. Suddenly, this entire round is blown wide open. They have the crossfire set up. They have the player on the main breach, and they have 2 on Catwalk coming up. They could go for this plant. I believe a smoke canister still in pocket for the ace, so the execute is very possible.
Now, surely. The smoke canister has to go now, surely. I can think of no better time than to... Surely, Mr. Smoke, please
there we
deny the entry, deny the plant. There we go. Okay, first one goes. Crushes and Dandaman have moved into cash, but the plant is not going down, and they can hear there's been no audio cue to say the diffuser is being set on the floor. Cannibal nearly loses his life here. He still hasn't made his way through the breach. 25 HP smoke still in play behind his shield on red, and that is causing the most amount of trouble here. The angles are being held. The smoke canisters have been deployed. 15 seconds left on the clock. 20-second meta. Here we are once again, greeted like an old friend. Here comes the crouch ball through. SMG11 sprays through, does not collect Dandaman, but Cannibal does collect Crushes. Dandaman gets Cannibal, Jason gets Hansi, last alive, diffuser down, and unfortunately that is GG's for that round. Well played to DNMK as they pick up round 5.
Oh geez, what is that? It's a bit of a yikes. They looked in control of that.
No, I just repeated what you said.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to repeat my OGs. I worked long on that one.
I thought about it. I thought about giving you a courtesy chuckle. I feel like you earned that.
Not worth it. Thank you. Thank you. I earned that one.
3-2.
OG could potentially lock it out in a 4-2 split on the attacking side. Could be quite massive, though. They're going to Church and Arsenal. Last time around, I believe it was the attacking side to win it out, so I guess it could make sense, though German Bedroom didn't go too well for them either. The only 2 rounds they've won out thus far has been on CCTV and Cash. Yeah,
they're trying to bait that because they stick pick from the castle. Surely?
Oh yeah, surely.
They stick pick from the castle onto the Legion, so trying to bait out that there's going to be a top floor, hoping that they prep that way. But I mean, looking at the operator lineup coming out from the attackers, that lineup is applicable to any fight on any map.
Yeah, it's the Control-C, Control-V lineup.
You don't need to change anything. You have all the utility you need to set up and execute. So it matters not which bomb they go to. Give me your opinion on this. Do you think Clubhouse is tending to be more attacker-sided the longer it stays in the pool without being reworked again?
Yes, because especially CCTV and Cash Room, with the vertical play that's been established, become the meta for most teams, as well as Thatcher, the Maverick, and play all of the hard breaches. It's allowing you to open up the site a lot quicker. I mean, especially in the European broadcasts, teams use CCTV and Cash nowadays as their tertiary bomb site. Some teams are even thinking about using bar in stock, but the thing about Clubhouse compared to, say, Theme Park has 3 defensive bomb sites. Here, you could argue you're expecting for a defensive team to win 2 out of the 3. So, only 2 rounds on the board. That's still quite bad for the side of DNMK.
I would agree with you there. The Renegade wouldn't give away her presence if there was anyone near to capitalize on it. I think Jaeger was aware of the drone in the corner. I don't think he actually got it. But Angle is being held onto the kitchen hatch, and immediately Crushes will be pushed off of the angle based on some more vertical destruction being employed. Now, 5 bodies still up either side of these teams, and a minute gone. This is incredibly unusual. Not something we see from them. Dropshot will pre-fire on the main. It will not connect on anything. It's more of a warning shot than anything. Thank you for eventually shooting the jukebox, as I noticed the defenders did not do so. I find that incredibly disrespectful to our broadcasters and to the casters. We would like to hear what's going on. Very nice shot from Leventus. He pushed up through the main stairs and manages to get Ergo. Ergo is still not managing to get a kill. Now that he's pointed this out, I'm going to be incredibly aware every time he dies. He's currently 0, 3, and 6 in this map.
It's sad to say the least. Now Crushes spraying on through the long hallway. With the first kill going the way of DNMK, it might just be the opener they need to lock it out in a 3-3 split. That being said, 3-3, it's still quite good for the attackers, considering you expect at least 2 of your defensive bomb sites to be one out, but Jason goes massive, finds 2. Suddenly, 2v5. There's almost nothing they can do. Sure, a minute still on the clock. Jason struggling to find that Selma charge, shooting it off the wall. Finally, 50 seconds on the board. You have Moto Hatch opened up, yes, but you still need to find 5 kills. You need to get the diffuser down. Finds 1.
How has Jason been allowed to get 3 kills from the same angle?
It's quite something. Almost finds 4, but no, it's Cannibal.
Yeah, luckily Jason now at least deleted from Moto, but he's done more damage to carry this round through for his team. Cannibal on about 75 HP. He's going to get rid of the barbed wire. This way they really get really dealt with. But in a 1v4 with 20 seconds to go, AK-12 in hand. Not the best gun, but could do the job, but he has to do it, and he has to do it now. And as I say that,
wait,
comes back. Very nice shot though to the top wall. But what was thrown through the gate that made it deactivate?
Elysian Guman.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like
still one.
That I'm thinking about that whole interaction now. It's like, okay, so okay, thanks, Jason. Let's all just acknowledge. Don't peek Motor Hatch. No, so he's actually given the ace a chance to push through there by deactivating the Rooney gate by accident, I assume. It would have done better, done at least 30 damage should he have walked through it, but alas, I digress. And 3-3, what a comeback from DNMK. We've seen this before. However, going into the split, things are dead even now. Based on that, I personally could not tell you which way this is going to go, as this has been very mercurial. It's been very back and forth throughout, I would say, both maps thus far. No one has had, aside from the end of the previous map, no one has had a solid momentum build-up in this first split. Obviously, that Telltale would be the 3-3. But Cannibal picking up the passer, at least we're seeing a different operator lineup, and we're going to Church first, which is quite interesting. What do you think about that?
I really like it, especially picking up that pulse. It's going to be feeding intel to the entire team of the whereabouts of the teammates. Hansi doing, I believe, like 5 HP damage onto Hansi. You don't like to see it, so it's not that big, but I mean, just the team play there should be telling of what's happening in the voice comms of OG, but still, I really like this bottom floor defense. In my opinion, at least, it's the most defensible nowadays.
I agree. Yeah, based on what we said earlier about Clubhouse tending to be more attack-sided, sites like CCTV being so overplayed, there's really no new way to play it. So if you have the right operator lineup, you have the right utility setup, it's quite easy to deal with. So going downstairs makes a lot of sense. DNMK looking to get a foot up here as they push through. You can see the drones are being sent out. And Cannibal opening up a very interesting sideline. Is that onto the kitchen door?
I believe so. Yeah.
So Crushers will get the opening pick onto Sandals. That is the Jaeger of the Jaegers. You've been deployed already, and now you've got a wandering Aruni, P10 Roni in hand, looking to try and get a refrag. If you look at this angle, this is absolutely filthy from the defending setup. I thought that this was going to be a dump out from a defender, but it's just defenders wanting to quickly leave the building and rotate. Free fire comes through from Mario to the floor. It does not connect. Crushes also looking to do some damage, but at this point in time, I want to see more going for hatches and less challenging. Ooh, Cannibal nearly loses. Cardiac sensor does come out there, and the pistol. That's the IQ.
Can't get the intel when you're dead.
That's what we love to see.
What? Yeah, that was the IQ. Damn. Can't get the intel when you have intel on yourself from the enemy team. Now 3v5. They still have the diffuser. They still have a minute 30. They still have all of the utility. Let's see what they can do with this. Let's see how they decide to mold this bomb site to their wish, because they still have so much to play around with here. I believe Dan the man on the Zofia still has all of his utility in pocket, as well as Jason has the Selma, so he could potentially open up the church wall, blow this entire site wide open. Crutches pushing down dirt, however, drop shot finds the kill onto him. So 3v4. There's another one coming down through dirt. Well, they're able to find another with P10 Roni. Not the best of guns to fight close range, but he finds it. Drop shot kills Stan the Man. Another player has entered the chat.
Oh no.
This just feels like
It was
I
a
don't
free
know.
drop shot.
Yep. There
Oh
we go.
my goodness, come on, guys. How many drones? How many drones do they have?
Quad kill for drop shot.
Oh,
Looking for the ace.
really hits the ace. He's gonna hunt it. Surely you give him an opportunity. He's gonna put. Yep,
He's
there
gonna
we
run
go.
through the smoke. He's gonna
looking
run
up.
through the smoke.
He's the player. He does not do any damage. He's gonna run to his own smoke to hunt for that kill. But no, Levent will make sure he does not see that 5k for the round. 3 bars are coming through left, right, and center. The soft walls calling the R4C's name. See the player. And the reflexes were there, but it will be Hunty on the prone angle. SMG 11 in hand from Blue to round things up. OG will take the lead in the split, and well-deserved, nearly coming down there to an attacking win if it weren't for the likes of Dr. Dropshot. And there is the anti-banter that you love to
That's
see.
gonna hurt. Really, I think DNMK, I don't use this word quite a lot, but I think they've through that round. The first kill onto the Zofia, I can understand. You weren't sure where he was playing, you didn't know even if there was anyone in dirt. He finds the kill, surely you relay that information. At the very least, you have two players that want to push into dirt. Surely, either they push together or they decide to not push there. No, they go one after another and they die, put into their grave 8 feet under the dirt. Die one after another. It's sad.
That is quite sad. We will go to CCTV. Quite sad, the demise of the most favorite site in Clubhouse. But let's have a look. Ergo will be picking up the Kaid, which is quite interesting. So no bandit or mute on the board rock. Just the man and his 2 electrical. I have seen some creative electrical tricking previously in previous broadcasts. I'd like to see if Ergo is going to do anything of the same. You can see there, I think, trying to pick up electrical again. Barbed wire just in front of breach. Interesting choice of placement. I would say I would have rather put it on red, but maybe there's a.
I mean,
we'll have to wait and
think about it.
Yeah.
Leventis on the Ash is going to open up the vertical with that Ash charge. That's going to get the barbed wire.
Yeah. So waste utility, put it on red, put it bedroom construction somewhere else.
Anywhere
I would
else.
think. Literally anywhere else. Cast a judgment. Your barbed wire placement, horrible.
You don't want to put it that harshly.
Yeah.
Cast a
We've given
curse.
our-
Watch it just delay their push into the bomb site and they win the round because of it.
Yeah, because they have to run through the barbed wire to get the wob wob.
Oh no.
And that's going to be the play. Our judgments do not follow our judgments. They're not like I see that. Very nice shot from Sandals. As you said, he expects Leventus to come below to Ash charge and plays right into the hands.
Is the barbed wire still up? Observer. Has the barbed wire survived the Ash?
Please
Oh,
no.
Mario. Does he survive it?
Oh, drum roll.
Da-da-da-da. It is. How? How? It's literally
If anybody
open
can
below
please
the
explain
barbed
to me
wire.
how the explosive propagation work in Rainbow Six Siege, that would
It's
be-
literally open below the barbed
Oh.
wire, and it's literally open where he sprays on through and finds Ergo. The defenders taking a few shots, literally and figuratively. Now in a 3v4 scenario. Mario as well, though, is low. So you've still got big players in sandals. Yes, he finds one, but trades aren't what you're looking for when you're down a man. Now, a minute 15. The breach, I believe, has been opened. I might be mistaken. I'm not actually too sure about that one, but they have the player coming up catwalk. The crossfires are being set up. The smoke canisters are coming out. Surely the collapse is about to happen. They have the smoke, yes. Don't know how many canisters he has left in his back pocket. The C-Pop gets ripped, but it doesn't go over the windowsill. Getting flashed out now. There's almost nothing that Lucy can do. She has yellow pings on her. And from this position, surely she dies. The pre-fire coming out from Mario. Crush is finding Cannibal on the smoke. And it's DNMK to post up another round.
4-4. I don't know if you saw what I really liked in that final kill cam. You saw the Hibana look at the CC wall, and I think he was looking for where that Cade electrical was placed, because they obviously didn't deal with it from below because Leventus got shut down.
Yeah.
So some extra intel work there, perhaps, maybe from the final kill cam. Who knows? But Oryx on Dr. Dropshot. Okay, so I quite like this pick just based on the fact that he can rotate from below. He can rotate, for instance, coming to flank inside of gym or inside of construction, as there are obviously hatches. But no, as damn it. Never mind.
You know, you were
What's up?
saved because your mic cut out when
Oh.
I think you said, I hope the Oryx gets sticked.
I would have said stuck, not stick, because I'm a native English speaker. Thank you, observer. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I just love the small reactions coming out from our observer.
Shout out to
At
Rick,
least
though, he's
somewhat.
observing our game.
Someone appreciates it. Yeah, thank you, Rick. So shut up.
Yeah, no, that was no. I couldn't give up the opportunity. I couldn't give up the opportunity to flame you in that single instance. But you know what was given up? It was the Oryx. Despite what you may or may not have heard from me, the Melusi will make her way back onto the map, as she's been a staple pick for this OG stack. They will be defending gym and bedroom now. You can see the extension into CT. They've placed the reinforcements that I brought up that DNMK did not place, and that's going to waste that extra bit of utility. Now, if you have a look at the utility being brought by the attackers, they've got the Hibana and they've got the Ace. So Ace will likely be saved for the Jacuzzi Ball, and Hibana's now going to get to work. Now, obviously, deploying this Xcaris will limit the amount that can be deployed later on. For instance, on that cash wall, as we know, the defenders like to extend into. So it's little adaptations like that, the usage of the utility that I really like to see from these players, the thought process really running deep in these strategies. Now you have Sandals and Hunties playing towards Catwalk and Red Stairs. You got the reinforcements to cash, as I said. They've extended and they have their rotates. You can hear EMPs going off, and I assume that is outside of Jacuzzi. Sandals will be the first one to pick off Dan Deman, and that is the Zofia off the board. That is your entry, and that is the first player to fall. Let's have a look at how this round is going to play out. We do have Jacuzzi open. There is the next Selma, and they are well aware that there's a player behind the Goya shield on main. Sees the head. Ooh, Jason, go take a shower. You filthy, filthy man.
I mean, he might just push up into showers. He opens it up. The Selma is going to detonate, and it's going to open up the angle for him, although the second one doesn't detonate, so it's just going to be a foothold for the time being. Though, it's been equalized out into a 4-on-4 with the minutes still left. A minute 30 make that. As two defenders still on the east side of the map, but Leventus gets down from I don't know where. It's looking kind of chaotic for the side of DNMK, wouldn't you say?
I feel like he fell off the roof.
Yeah, I really think he fell off the
I
roof.
think he meant to rappel onto the roof of that CC, the little CC doorway. Oh no, wait, what?
No, other side of the map.
No, it's there. That's the. Oh yeah, sorry. You're right. The church doorway. But Jason playing the very precarious position. You can see he smoked out the angle all the way from CC, but that smoke is about to clear, and there is in fact a player inside waiting to capitalize on the sideline that is being provided straight onto the Ace's head. Dr. Dropshot still posted up inside a cache, watching the rotate. Ergo also playing a prone angle inside of bedroom. Now, we have a lull in the action here as the players are discussing. Yellow pings going out. What is the best point of entry? Where are these anchors sitting? Sandals is still posted up inside the gym, and he will get one onto Mario. Crushes gets a TK onto Levent. Is incredibly unfortunate there for DNMK. Jason and Crushes, these are the top frags from the previous game. Sandals will just turn up and flick onto Crushes. Makes this a 4v1. Jason left alive. Drop shot is downed and dead, but Ergo will get the refrag with that K1A in hand. OG pick up another round, and my goodness, are we going to map 3?
I think so, yeah. What map 3 is Oregon, right? Yeah. I mean, if anything, Oregon being the decider is the perfect outcome here, just because of
That's a frag fest.
yeah, and it's a concrete box where hard breach utility isn't as prominent. I mean, that's been the storyline here for most of these rounds. Really has been, do you get the opening kill onto the utility operators, that being the Zofia, the Ace, the Thatcher, whatever it may be. But it's kind of strange still, in a sense, that the Thatcher's been on the board the last two maps. But it really seems like even though the Thatcher's on the board, we say sometimes teams don't even pick him because they're not used to it. But they're picking the Thatcher, but I don't think they're utilizing it correctly. I think they're realizing, okay, we should probably bring the Thatcher, but they're not ready to use the Thatcher.
I agree. You can tell by you hear those EMPs go off, and generally there's a very finite time within which you can prevent a bandit trick with those EMPs going off. And luckily for the attackers, there isn't an immense amount of bandit tricking going on. But you can tell they're chucking out the EMPs, they're getting the Salmos on the wall, and they're just hoping for the best at this point in time. Now, that is likely due to the lack of practice with Thatcher in play, but who knows? The meta is ever changing, ever shifting, and we'll just have to wait and see how this plans out. I thought, is there a player in bathroom? Yes. Oh my goodness!
Did not even see him. Nice shot
didn't
in
even see
chat
him.
coming out from Jason. He has to acknowledge. Man,
That is an actual pixel.
that's a shutdown and a half, and he might just shut down
Oh,
the
my
Zofia.
goodness.
Takes a lot of damage. He has the DMR, but the Zofia finds the final laugh. Knows there's a player on his left. Yes, the yellow and the red ping coming out as Dan the Man avenging, I should say, Jason here. Come on, I'm Afrikaans, okay? I have the excuse, you don't.
Revenging. I like the word. I like the word.
Revenging, what's wrong with it? You know what it means.
I know what you were
Chat
going
knows
for.
what it means.
What was that word that you tried to make? That was
I
not a
can't.
real
I
word.
remember it, but I
I'm
can't
sure it was
remember the word.
practical or something like that.
Stratifical, maybe? Structural. I think it was structural.
Butchering the English language, but we're here for it. We love it. We love your work, sir. We'll leave it
Thank
there.
you. I honestly feel like the words I use should just be allowed. Like, I mean, you guys understand what it means, so who really cares?
That is-
Navi?
The Navi skin being run on the Ash. I think it's on the Zoff as well. I think it's on the Zoff as well, yeah. But we can still see DNMK trying to get a little bit more map control, well aware that there are still roamers afoot here. Crashes will find Ergo, but the thing is, one hard breacher is off the board. Luckily, they have the Hibana in hand. Mario still needing to do some work here, but it's Cannibal and it's Hansi left alive with a minute to go, playing their passive angles, their passive pixels on towards these little points of ingress that these attackers may choose to push through. Now, Hansi playing inside of Church just behind the bar, and the drone, will they pick Cannibal up? They will indeed. The drone work was thorough enough, and there are the pre-fires. Cannibal takes a lot of damage, 25 HP left. Flashbangs are coming through. He will look at the corner just in time. There's another flashbang, but that does not connect with him. Third flashbang coming through. There's two players inside Dirt looking pressure. There's one player just walked down main, and that will be Hansi to claim the kill on Leventus, who opted not to go for the player inside the army, but rather Church, and will lose his life because of it. Three players inside, Diffuser going down. Mario doing what he does best. Dandaman gets a pick. Tandaman doing what he
That
does
was a
best.
quad.
He picks up those final two kills. The attackers win round 10, and I do believe we remain even.
I do believe that was a quad, and I do believe we're going to overtime for the second map. This is looking like both of these teams just going blow for blow. It's 5-5 at this point in time. Either one of these teams could still pull ahead, rack up 2 rounds in quick succession on the board, push us into Oregon, but I really think we might just go to overtime here on Clubhouse. The attack is looking strong in that previous round. The defenders still have a bit of momentum behind them, so I really think this is going to overtime. Church and Arsenal, once again, are opting to go back to it.
What's a bet Jason doesn't look that way again? that was an incredible shot. I'm not gonna. To be fair, I don't think that Rooney even saw him. I think it was just like maybe click, and he was like, oh, sick. That's fantastic.
That was pretty pog.
I mean, I feel like Jason is also one of the main playmakers, main support operators, so that was instrumental in that round. 5-5 now, though, in our next prep phase for round number 11. We will go to Church and Arsenal once more, and I don't... Okay, so there's 6 picks. Oh no, a really small player, and so is Maestro this time. Was Maestro played last time? I don't think he was.
Don't think he was, no. Observer, if you can just quickly expand the right and left side, the player stats. I actually want to look at how these players are doing, contributing to their teams. Dan the Man showing up for DNMK on their side.
Drop shot negative?
Drop shot negative?
Seven
Not too
assists?
often that you see that. Sandals really the one showing up here. 2 KD at this point in time. 7 assists.
Big man's just like, yeah, I can tag these people for you this time. I'm gonna let you guys get some kills though.
I mean, it still helps, and Crusher finding drop shot, it's gonna help a lot. Negative KD going even more negative. I bet you his mood isn't too positive at this point in time. 4 to 5. Still droning out. Leventus and Zofia here, the point of entry, trying to find the congestion, though all the players have rotated onto the bomb site. Now, Sandals, though, is still up top. I don't know of his positioning. I assume side of DNMK don't know about his positioning. They're placing out breach charges, and there's a drone on the stairs, but he's opting not to shoot it. It might just work out for him, yes. Sprayed onto the Zofia, but can't connect onto the player. Now they know of his positioning. Surely they're going to commit some time to flush him out, because still, a minute 50 on the board. They still have more than enough time to make this site execute happen, and really only 2, maybe 3 players for the Jaeger to rotate out of. He's going to drop into catwalk, try and drop down blue. No, he's going to swing through the doorway, potentially try and find this engagement with Leventus, but he's ready. He's posted up, he's holding the angle, and surely he's going to fall. No, the Jaeger Sandals wins though?
Yo, how do you win that? But then we highlight your KD and you just whiff on that on the Navis off. I'm confused. The man, you know when things are just too easy, you're like, nah, I couldn't do this. I need a flex of the skills, you know. And Flex, he does manage to get Leventus on the Ash naturally. Doctor drops it also in the dirt. So now damage has been done to both DNMK and to Sandals both. And that will likely come into play later on in this round. And later in this round is actually right now, as there's a minute left on the clock. DNMK moving through dirt tunnel. And we also have Jason still holding the middle. He's going to be opening up the barricade for his teammate. Also likely called out the position of that Evil Eye. Was that? No, that wasn't a Frostman. I thought it was a Frostman for some reason. But no. That Evil Eye will be called out. Now we have 2 players back up in dirt. In fact, Hansi watching the angle onto main. Sandals still roaming on the top floor with 35 seconds left to go, biding his time. 219 bullets left for Ergo to go through. There's the first smoke being deployed. There's the second. You can hear it. He's the player prone. Ergo deals with them sufficiently, but the fuse is actually going down inside the side. They have no idea, but no. Gets Mario. The Maestro goes down. Jason gets one more.
It's
the
confirmed.
Is actually down. Crusher gets one more. So it's a triple. 1v2. And how the tides have turned. Jason and Crusher's still up. Sandals is stuck above the bomb site, and who better to look up and shoot through the floorboards than Jason? He said, "Don't peek motor hatch. Don't peek down into my reticle." Jaeger slapped off of the board. Diffusers down. That is a DNMK round.
Just a quick PSA. If DNMK win this next round, they win. It's over.
Yep.
It's felt so close this entire way through, but in the end, DNMK, they inch out. They have the lead. That previous round looked like a done deal for OG. Surely they would have gotten on match point first, but no. DNMK, they arrive at the station first. Now it's them playing for the win. Going to CCTV and cash room. They have everything they need to make this collapse happen. If I'm not mistaken, they have won an attack on CCTV previously, so it's not like this is an impossible task, an impossible ask. They can do this. It's looking very likely, in fact, that DNMK might just right here, win this game.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't call this at the beginning of our broadcast. I did not think DNMK would have put up this much of a fight, let alone all the way to the end. OG haven't looked like the OG we've seen in the past. They've been struggling ever so slightly to get those aggressive entries. That being said, when they have played with the I'm gonna dub it the all aim no brain type of strategy, hot drone in and flicks. That's when they've looked their best. When they're not thinking too much about the rest of the angles, they're just flicking from one point to another and pre-firing and finding those kills. But not to be the case. DNMK have really rattled and now putting themselves onto map and match point. That is an incredible feat here. And I do think that everybody on DNMK has been pitching in slowly but surely. I have to highlight Crusher from that previous round and in this map so far as well. He's played phenomenally. And my goodness, it will be CCTV and catch for potentially OG's last defense, and we can hear immediately those Salmons are being put to work and the breach is open. They are aware there will be a player on Raptors, as that is a pretty default spot to play. Hansi is playing a very neat angle with that SMG 11 in hand. He's watching that breach from atop the cash bench. And Dr. Dropshot is going for a very, very cheeky pick with this Roni in hand. However, over this, I don't think it's going to be as effective as he wants it to be. Kraft takes a little bit of damage. Urgo gets one onto Mario, but DNMK comes in to refrag immediately. And that has been, I think, the story of this map, or the story of DNMK really coming back. They're playing, they refrag very, very well, and it just paid off for them in the end.
Yeah, 4v4 now. DNMK still in firm, somewhat lead here. As Dan the Man finds Sandals. That, I think, is the kill that's going to win them this game. They have the upper hand. They have the round up on OG. The forces are starting to fall. It's tumbling here, and at this point in time, they're reactivating the Surya gates, the Aruni gates, but still a minute 15 to work with here for the attackers. Starting to push on in. If they can find this kill onto the player that's being red pinged, surely it's a done deal as Jason finds Cannibal. All of the pawns starting to fall. Looking for the checkmate, the crossfire being set up. It's just Dropshot and Hansi, two of the biggest fraggers for the side of OG left to potentially clutch this out. Will Dr. Dropshot go massive? Yes, he finds one. I believe he still has the C4 in pocket to utilize. So one player injured, basically a 2v3 now, but they do pick him up. 40 seconds on the clock. I believe still 2 smoke canisters in the back pocket, with 30 seconds to make this collapse happen. The crossfires are there. It's not like DNMK are struggling to find these engagements. They need to make this happen. They need to pull the trigger, but still there's an Surya gate on the main wall. They decide to invest a drone, throw it on through and deactivate the gate. But Dr. Dropshot finds the previously injured player, swings wide, and he finds another. 2v2 suddenly. They need to get this diffuser down or go for these plants, but the kill coming out from Hansi. He's looking to lock it out into overtime. Surely this is OG pushing us all the way here on Clubhouse.
All the way. We are going to overtime once again, and the storylines write themselves, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Neither of these sides have given it any interest. They've given nothing. They've put everything on the line to ensure that they make it through this lower bracket semi-final. And my goodness, I have no words. Dr. Dropshot managing to get that planted with probably the fastest flick in the West, to be perfectly honest with you. Hits the headshot, falls back. He's like, sick. That's all I need to do. I'm just going to pre-fire breach and make sure that we are safe for the time being. Hansi gets one more, and that's a done deal. Now we do see a bit of an operator change. Ergo actually picks up on the Vigil, which we haven't seen played too much, even though both of these stacks tend to run them quite often. We go to Gym and Bedroom as well as OG's first overtime defensive side. Now, do you think that this was their strongest side that they defended?
Yes. I mean, CCTV, they won around 50%. Down below, I believe they won around 33% of their defenses. Yes, I would say Gym and Bedroom is their best bomb site. And now, yes, they have the defensive side here, OG, but I don't even know if that's the biggest of advantages, because thus far, I believe we've seen both splits going 3-3, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. And then the team box split was 5-1, and then we saw like a ridiculous comeback. And then this one was 3-3, and now we're on 6-6. Which is, that's quite interesting. Now, again, it will be a Gym Bedroom defense, and we do mention tends to work. What is quite interesting is that OG did not manage to get to that CCTV wall reinforcement that I've highlighted 2 or 3 times. So that's been opened up immediately, meaning that any player that tries to play rafters or in towards CCTV is instantly pushed out and segregated from the rest of the team. But often we do find those 2 players are actually stacked up. What kind of pre-fire is that? Usually we have a player with a rotate onto red. It was the Goyo last time, assisted with the Jaeger inside a cache. And now you can see that the X-Kairos are currently being mute jammed. Cannibal is going for a cheeky pick, but no, the X-Kairos now eventually will open up an angle, pushing the mute ever further back behind his little safe haven. His little bench currently hid behind. SMG 11 in hand. We've seen what Cannibal and Hansi can do with these weapons. Hansi has taken about 25 HP damage though, so that was the likely a trade-off with Danderman, who is incredibly low as well. Pre-fires are coming through. Half the round gone, and not even construction or cash control as yet. That is a troubling sign for DNMK. They're gonna have to make a move here. Players are getting flashed and concussed rather, inside a cache. The push needs to come through. Lavendus does get the 1 kill, gets a double as he swings immediately onto the play inside of construction. This is exactly what DNMK need. They've got their point of ingress, they've got their opening picks, they've got the manpower to now assert their dominance. All they need to get is one more pick, and I would round this one out. But there it is. Crushers gets the pick onto Dr. Dropshot. Last alive, Hansi and Sandals. This is going to be an incredibly tall task for them to fight back in this 2v5. 1 minute to left on the clock, and not much looking in their favor, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, this is what happened in the previous round. Sure, it was a 2v4, so a bit less of an ask for the individual players, but now it's a 2v4. He finds one Sandals to connect onto Dan the Man. DNMK, is this going to be a repeat of the previous round? Or will they be able to find it? They do. Round 13 going their way. That means they have the 1-up. They're going to their defense now.
Oh.
This is looking oh so likely for them to lock it out right here, right now.
Round 14. 1 round away from going the complete distance like the previous map. 2 Titans slugging it out. And genuinely, I could not have asked for a better matchup. Now, I always like to see in overtime if there's going to be coming with the operator lineups. And as I say that, Dr. Dropshot has opted for a Yana. Will it be 6 pick? He usually picks up a zone. That is my official caster curse. Feel free to lay it on nice and thick. I'll give it 4 seconds and okay.
Oh, sledge onto a sledge.
6,000 IQ.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Well, there's no IQ being
Over
rolled,
9,000.
so I don't know how to measure that, but
The only correct response to that was it's over 9,000. I'm sorry. You are the weakest link. Da 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 da.
well, let's see if OG are going to be the weakest link in these teams here, as they're on a back foot. They're on the attacking side where, sure, they've made things happen previously, and yes, they're a good attacking team, but it's CCTV and Cashroom, it's DNMK on the defense. They've looked oh so good these last couple of rounds. Is this going to be where it all ends? It could potentially be. They have 2 rounds to lock it out. OG need to win the next 2 rounds if they want to push it to Oregon. If they want to have 1 map on the board, because at the moment they're down a map. If they lose this, they're out. They're out of the World League Esports 10K tournament. All on the line here for them to make it to the lower bracket semifinals, because this is the lower bracket. If they lose, they're out. Gone. Done. Nate. Being primed.
Oh my god. Okay.
2 nades.
I love that.
I thought we had like maybe a misaligned observing perspective, but no, just 2 nades flying on through and finding the damage to Jason. It's rotated around to construction, trying to find a kill or 2 from here, but now just stagnation.
Jason's reticle placement is incredible. I don't know if you saw that, but he managed to land on every door frame perfectly at head height. And that just shows me how practiced these players are. If they can have that sort of pro league style reticle placement, that's a testament to all the practice they've put in and the hours they've grinded this game. It's incredible to see. Now, what is even more incredible is that there's been no one dying within the first minute of this round. What could likely be the ultimate round for these teams. Now, 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Mario again playing his oil pit angle, your underrated angle, or the community's rather underrated angle that you somewhat approve of. Sandals has made his way into sight. He's fragged onto the player on Raptors. He's looking for the second onto the smoke in red. He'll get him with the pistol. And this is OG if I've ever seen him. Mario does get the pick onto Hansi though. And that is the player from Oil, but Cannibal is getting the diffuser down. The Banshee is getting triggered, but so is that diffuse timer. Last alive is actually Mario, the player who was in Oil, but Lavendus is currently down. That makes this a 3 versus 1. Mario with it all to do, still underneath. C4 deployed, will not connect onto anybody. Has to walk through 2 sets of barbed wire, making all the sound cues in the world. And Sledge actually going to hop up. There's the pre-fire. Sledge, did you not hear where he's coming from? Triple kill on the round for Mario Sandals. Eventually gets Leventus as he bleeds out. Here's a player behind the bomb chassis.
No
what
way.
a fantastic
He's on
shot.
the roof. He
What
doesn't
is
have
going
time.
on?
Stick it now and you have this. No time. It's gonna try and stick it. No
Oh,
time.
he's 1 second. He's 1 second out.
And he is
Players
gonna
drop it.
get killed.
Players drop it. Yep, there it is.
OG. They might just scathe on through by the hair on their teeth.
I don't know if I can do
Really?
an Oregon after this.
Yo, I'm tired. I'm genuinely tired already. Oregon might just be on the horizon if DNMK can't make this happen. They're going to the attack again. Oh no. What is this? Bro,
I feel like we've just run out of words.
we
We're
have.
just like, you've given us, what is that? That's 8 and 7, that's 15, plus another 14, 29 rounds between 2 maps. Now about to be 30, because these teams do not know when to stop. It's going to be overtime, the very last round on map 2 between Omnius Gaming and DNMK. We will be going to Church and Arsenal. As you mentioned, this is the lower bracket semi-final, the loser of which will be round and out of the tournament. It will be OG to defend. And wow, I have no idea what to expect. We don't see any variation anymore coming out from these operator lineups. It's pretty stock standard with given who is available. 2 C4s on the board for the defense. And you've got 6 breaching charges in the hands of the attack. So you can expect that vertical play. Obviously, anticipating this will be a downstairs defense and wanting to open up much of the floor as possible. I have no idea where it's going to come from, but something special needs to happen here for DNMK to round this one out. And that is exactly what you want to see in the final round.
Yeah, I mean, might as well try. Goes for the aggressive C4 spawn peak. Doesn't pay dividends, but it strikes fear into the hearts of the DNMK players. Sure, he's wasted that piece of utility. Getting droned out now, so he might get fragged onto, but still. If the observer can go into the overview quickly, I don't think they have any roamers on the board. Yes, they have one player coming up into lounge at this point in time. Sandals as well coming up main 17 and 10 at this point in time in the game. Dr. Dropshot, the only one really up top. He's been allowed to rotate on through into that position. 10, 10, and 10. I've never seen a more perfect player. 10 out of 10 thus far for his team. He's been hitting those shots. But man, I just don't know what I want to. I don't know what I want to see from these players, from these teams, because it really feels just like a rinse and repeat of these rounds. No real deviation. Dr. Dropshot finds the first, and that might be their ticket into Oregon.
I was going to say, I don't even think that the first player to drop, I don't think is at all a significant indicator of who's going to take the where these have been going. Like the hero moments, the clutches that have been coming out. So the fact that Danaman has hit the deck, yes, he's been one of their top fraggers. But here comes the instant refrag from Mario. This is my thing. Sandals hits the deck. Mario has taken some damage, but now he can get onto his role on Hardbridge. Ogre on site still playing that P10. Roni and Dr. Dropshot still playing upstairs with the Roni pairing. Flashbangs are coming through to blind the Mozzie. They know he's there. Or maybe it was more precautionary. Levent is going to make his way inside of dirt now, courtesy of the Salma opening. And there is the drone to signify the fact that there was a boom mine in his spot. There's also barbed wire and there's also barricade. Pre-fire comes through, but his angle is not being watched at present. But they are more than aware of the Ash currently inside of dirt. 50 seconds ticking down. And it's going to become to an all-out frag fest here in the last 45. Look at the bullet holes being prepped here by Dr. Dropshot. Experience or just game sense?
Both, as Crushes falls, literally and figuratively, but Leventus finds an opener. Dr. Dropshot to answer. 3v2. 2 players, one of them on the bomb side. Jason has the diffuser in hand, so he could potentially make something happen. But no, the Hibana falls. This is OG on the final moments, the dying seconds of this game, confirming the overtime. They win it out, and we're going to Oregon. Oh no.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So Okay, so I was watching that. I think at about 30 seconds ago, I thought that OG had that just based on the fact that the players had dropped in to Arsenal, but Jason had diffuser in hand, meaning it was essentially going to be a 3v1 for the cover player. And at that point, against OG, it is not going to work out. I'm sorry, but you had to play frags or you had to play diffuser. I think in that instance, you probably have to play for frags just because you don't have that man utility or manpower to assist. But that was OG through and through. 15 rounds, 30 total, have gone either way. We're going to go all the way to Oregon, but we will, of course, be throwing it over to another break.
Yes.
After that, map 3. I don't know. I have no words, but I'm going to collect myself. What about you? We're going to throw it over to the break real quick, and we'll see you in 5 minutes.
Just boys, we need a break.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. figure you out. Now I see you're blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow all day. Watch the time. I can't find the point where our two paths align. But you're the night sky. I'm trying to see your stars, but I've always feared the dark. Now I see brightly. I can feel your silence. You always feel so far, and your stars have burnt out, and your heart makes no sound. I'll find valid in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
You and I don't together like we can change the weather all these bills I can know. I was really hoping why would you and I don't together like we can change the weather I'm as blue as the ocean, you're as blue as the open sky. All these bills I can know. I was really hoping why would you and I don't together like we can change the weather
Welcome back. Oregon, map number 3, lower bracket, semi-final 1, I believe, between DNMK versus Omnius Gaming. I have eventually collected my thoughts and another beverage because this is sure to be an absolute banger of a match. These two teams have given no room for wiggling whatsoever. They've been hitting their shots, they've been playing their pixels and angles, and they've been nearly perfect thus far. So much so that we've gone to a third map, playing every round in the previous 2 maps. And if we have a quick look at our ban phase, a Nomad and a Jackal. What are your thoughts, Kanye?
Well, Nomad being banned out by the blue team, I think that is OG.
Oh no! The most iconic matchup in history: blue versus orange.
Yeah, so I think that is OG banning out the Nomad, telling me, just like over on Theme Park, where they banned out the Nomad, they want to go for those aggressive engagements, those aggressive plays, the Vigil banned out. It's looking like the exact same ban phase as we had on Theme Park. No? Well, Valkyrie is different, but
Theme Park was Nomad, Twitch, Vigil, Echo.
Oh, Twitch instead of the Jackal. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Vigil and the Nomad are similar.
The Jackal makes way more sense than the Twitch.
Yeah.
Also, Mira wasn't played at all on Theme Park. Was she?
Like, she was in play. She was in play.
No, but
she wasn't played. No.
She was played.
No, quite strange. I don't know why.
Oh, food for thought for whoever finds the winner of this map. And of course, Mira now being in play, we said her name enough times that Sandals will pick up. I do feel though he's not really a Mira player, so maybe expecting a 6-pick there. But if we look over onto the attackers, that's a pretty default lineup. And there we go. The 6-pick from the Mirror. Big brain, bro. Sandals used to play in my Xbox team, okay? Man is not a Mirror player. I can tell you that right now. He will pick up the Mozzie, favoring the P10 Roni, similar fire rate to the Vector, if I'm honest. And we will go to double dorms, as I like to call it, Kanye. I know that ever so slightly, without saying a certain word.
Yes, I do approve.
We will go to double dorms, and it's going to be a pretty standard setup. We've got our rotate in towards attic. We've got a standard reinforcements facing in towards the main dorms area from the other dorms, as it will now. Can we call it like toddlers dorms?
It's daycare.
Children's dorms?
Daycare and bunks.
Is it daycare and bunks now? Is that what we're calling it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, regardless of the fact, drop shot's going to be reinforcing and towards the closet. Yeah, everything's pretty standard. We got a line of sight through into attic, courtesy of Aruni's metallic implant, as well as some Surya gates being placed all around. Now, there are a couple of... Is there Wamad? Yeah. The Wamidus I saw are actually being deployed inside of bedroom, which I quite like. That's going to capture any projectiles that are attempted to be thrown. And there is the angle. They are well aware that they can just walk in through T2 and try and get rid of any utility on the attic wall. The angle's being watched from the hatch. Dan Demand is going to pre-fire onto the dorm's window. And straight afterwards, we'll be swinging into T3. This will be called out as clear as he vaults down onto the middle beam. Just to make sure descent a little bit quicker. And drones now going in towards bedroom. Jason's going to pick up and see the Wamidus. Spots out one. Does he spot out any more? Doesn't seem to be the case. Ivana's going to be opening up the attic. And that's at least one line of sight that's going to be opened up. Now, Mozzie is running out of way.
So I don't know what he was going for. Didn't get anything for himself. I mean, sure, he wasn't killed out, so it might have been worth it just to throw them off on his positioning. Yeah. Yellow ping. He's still in place. C4 gets ripped, Niv connects. Jason to fall. Sandals finds a very important C4 because that is the ace. The Selma's off the board, but look at this. The wall has actually been open. I didn't know about that. One player still there on the master bedroom balcony. Looks like might just go for that engagement as he swings wide with the M590, connects onto one. And now, although the attack has switched up, it's coming from a different area, from the northeast side of the map. The attack is in attic as well as one in armory corridor. He dies. One left. Sandals with the triple kill. He's looking for the quad. He might just find it. Gonna swing on into the Hibana. Sprays on through. So much damage done. Can't finalize the kill just yet, but that's certainly a done deal here for OG on the first round.
Yeah. I feel like we've wrapped up this round and there's still 50 seconds left to go. I feel the same. Not much can be done here. If you are Mario, you're about 50 HP. and you've got a creeping, crawling drop shot to find next. And he will not have enough reflex time to get rid of him, though. Type 89 enhanced, still about 55 HP. Has 30 seconds left on the clock, but he has to find 3 full HP bodies. So 300 HP in 28 seconds is not the most doable thing in the world, especially with the slow fire rate that can be found. I think that gun's only got about 21 bullets as well, so not the most efficient to use in this circumstance. He's going to be looking at different angles, checking things out, maybe trying to ascertain the layout of the site for future reference. But it will be all sites trained towards that because they know the Hibanas. They potentially going to save KD. No, Hansi will get the kill with the 416C carbine. And OG will start things off on the right foot here for OG on the defense of Oregon.
Yeah, big one to find because ever since the first 5 rounds on Theme Park, OG have been behind. And this is the first time I really think that they've been in the lead since then.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Now, I wonder how many rounds are going to be put up before they start trading back and forth, because that's what we've seen. We've seen every now and then they'll pick up 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden the comeback is a back and forth after that. We will go to laundry and supply room to find out, though. Sandals will be on the mirror once again, and is he sticking it? He is indeed. That tends to mean that he's going to play more towards site. And if you have a look at the defender lineup, that is not necessarily a roamer heavy stack. I feel like those are players that play they either lurk around the site or play on the site itself. If you look at the players that are on the different operators, like Dr. Dropshot, your main roamer, your main fragger, playing smoke, crucial for that plant now, crucial to stop the entry from the players inside a section such as the blue bunker. So very interesting to see how OG go about this. This doesn't look like the usual lineup for the players or the operators. And I'm keen to see how this one plays out, to be honest.
Yeah, they're using these mirror windows, assisting it in the hold. This time he didn't 6-pick off of it. So, let's see how this allows them to play this bomb site. Nothing really outside of the Hibana they can use to clear out those mirror windows. So, you would expect it'd help them hold on to this bomb site, hold on to laundry, cancel out the push coming down freezer, because that's where they're pushing at the moment. Leventon's being live droned in, clearing out these angles with the 416C carbine. You see his teammates rolling on through. But there's no one to contest it just yet. Once they start to make their way down, they're going to realize, oh, there's a big mirror. We need to deal with that. And that's how you deal with it. That is how you deal with it.
Look at the Jaeger. The Jaeger's like, I'm not going to stand up. He's moved on to the mirror window. He's now challenging the Zofia playing behind the cement blocks. Does he go for the jiggle? He does. Oh my goodness. Ban the man. Nuts. Absolutely cracked. What a round from him thus far. Managed to hit the most incredible shots. Last alive is Cannibal and Dr. Dropshot, but if there was ever a duo that could do this, it would just be it would probably be any duo with Dr. Dropshot in it, to be perfectly honest. Cannibal does find one as he tries to against him, saying, I am a valid part of this duo. Finds one, EMP flies, and will not do much aside from some noiseless traction, if anything, but this Wamai will not waver off of the mirror window. Still 4 players up, though, for DNMK as they try to prepare their execute. They're still topside, and Cannibal's having to do double duty here, watching the mainstays and watching Freezer. His counterpart is likely playing still towards the back side. Very nice shot. Cannibal swings as Dr. Dropper gets one more. The duo doing duo things. It's a 2v2 now, duo. And as I said, if the org rings true and finds Mario, all of a sudden we're in a 2v1, and wow.
He's stuck behind the mirror. Yes, he's not opening up the mirror itself. I believe the mirror, yeah, it's still, no, it's been opened.
That's unlucky.
Though, it's a 1v2 with 30 seconds on the clock. He's rotating out. Surely they realize that inside of main. Now, I think, no. Oh, it is. Almost finds Cannibal, but he's able to rotate out. He drops on through. Cannibal finds a quad on the round. 4 kills for himself on the board, and OG, they're looking powerful.
Yeah, I didn't write them off when
Can
they
I-
were in that 4v2. It was always going to be, but they got there in the end. So that's very well played by them. The intel obviously paying off, and the communication really working
I
well.
just
And
point
nice and
out-
good. You may go for it.
3 players on the defensive team died because of the mirror.
Mhm.
The mirror window, not the player mirror.
Yes.
So would you say they shouldn't have brought it?
The thing is,
Yeah.
right? In my head, if you're going to pre-fire a mirror window, where are you going to pre-fire? Just
Well,
next to
you're-
it?
That or
The
maybe
literal
like crouch.
pixel next to it, because in that way the defender has the most cover possible. So I guess mirror kind of forces you into a certain play style that Danderman just read in. Crusher's obviously going to offer up some Bernardo for the headaches he's causing the other team. What a lad, you know. Got to appreciate the help being shown in the lobby. We will go to kitchen and dining now for our third bomb site. Quite interesting. I found that a lot of teams have 10 more to go towards meeting and kitchen. So a bit of a change up here, and I never thought I'd say that, but a change up it will be, as generally you can't keep that A wall closed that comes in from small tower. So essentially you got to play from kitchen and showers. That A bomb site's a kill box.
Yeah, so I've seen players actually utilize that strat in the 1 or 2 games I've casted this week in the Middle State Open Series, especially Phoenix Esports, tend to use that line of sight, but still quite strange. I haven't gotten too used to it just yet, but let's see if the attackers can read into it and know how to dismantle it and tear it apart. We're going for a top floor clear, for a top floor roam clear at this point in time, getting live drone, but there's one player on the other side. I believe that's the sound of a P10 Aroni. It's the sound of a Dr. Drop Shot in sandals on the Mozzie. Spots the drone, but he's still in position here. 2 players coming from master bedroom side. He's going to get pinched out.
He does get pushed, and he actually he's gonna go for the down. He will get Leventus. That is the act of the board. That is one of the main fraggers. Dr. Dropshot gets one more onto Danderman, and all of a sudden we're in a 5v3. Oregon
Support
proving
is
to be-
there, but he doesn't. Oh, he needs the support, but still. Wait, where'd Dan the man die? Did I just completely miss that?
I have no idea. Jason gets a frag on the Dr. Dropshot, and that's perhaps what they need. Mario inhales that toxic babe, but will quickly rotate to assist the Thatcher with opening up of that hatch. However, that being said, you still have a smoke. You still have a Maestro 2 plant now operators, if I ever saw them. And Crushers can step on a Lego and he can die at this point in time. Jason and Mario, however, are still the 2 hard breaches, and they do have different hand. However, this may come to another situation that we saw last time, where if Jason has to get the diffuser down, that means Mario has to cover at least 3 other players if Crushers falls. Now, vertical destruction being employed by the X-Towers, which is quite odd. There is a rotate into kitchen so that Hansi can get back should he need to. Urgo playing on the 90 with Alder in hand. 1 minute to go, and I'm not entirely certain where this execute is going to come from at this point in time.
He walked down those stairs not facing it. Maybe a bit of an oversight. Luckily, the Maestro wasn't ready for it. Urgo not holding that angle. But still a 3v3, 40 seconds on the clock, so you could make something happen. You could open up this kitchen wall. It looks like that's what they're going to be going for, as Jason on the aces rotating through, opening it up with the Selmas. This is going to be their point of contention as the Thatcher EMP solidifies and makes sure that no one's going to be able to deny that. But they have an Alder, and they have smoke canisters, and they have Hansi here on the 416C. He hears it, he pre-fires on through, and he finds the headshot. Jason dies, Mario falls because of the Alder, and Cannibal locks it out with the SMG-11. That is what team play and coordination looks like.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. Hansi in the perfect position to deny that plant, not being able to be shot from the opening that was made by the ace, and managing to pick up the ace behind the cement blocks inside of the kitchen. And my goodness, what a little collapse that they managed to orchestrate there for themselves. As you said, perfect communication, perfect shots landing, and exactly what they need. They've got 3 rounds on the board. I was gonna say that this is the biggest lead that they've had, but that is not true. Obviously, they went up 5-1 in the very first map. But this is another case where this has happened to us before, where we're watching a game and we're saying the losing team is not doing anything wrong, but things are just falling in favor of the winning side. I think that's what's happening thus far in these rounds. I don't think we can fault DNMK too much, but we have to just give props to OG in terms of how their strategies have been set up, how the sites have been set up to create these collapses onto the planters and onto the rest of the attacking team.
Oh, sorry, I'm already feeling the effects. This has been a long broadcast. Have mercy. But yeah, sorry, I completely zoned out when you said that. I'm not even gonna lie. The yawn was
I can give you a quick breakdown.
overtaking me.
I can give you a quick
TLDR.
breakdown. Yeah. Okay, TLDR. DNMK, not bad. OG, good.
OG very good. The NMK good, but OG very good.
Yeah, it's like we've done previously on broadcast where we've said DNMK
Yeah,
aren't doing anything wrong.
It was especially against the Bravado games back in the day.
Yes. It's just that the cards are falling in favor of OG. I don't know if it's in terms of just the way they've set up. Their communication's a little bit better this game. Maybe lack of intel on the side of DNMK, or maybe it's just Leventus not making the perfect crawl hole. But he will get there eventually. And as I say, that Crushes hits the deck courtesy of a Sandals
Going for
run
another.
out.
He commits to it and he finds two. No, he goes for the third. Is he gonna find something? No, surely no. Surely no. Okay, please don't go for it again. I beg. He's committing. Does he find it? No, he doesn't.
The thing is, if he keeps
Oh, come on.
if he keeps going for that, then you know where the one player is.
Yes, but that
Close
buys
to
time,
fight.
and then Ergo gets a double.
Yeah, well, what are you supposed to do? Come on, these guys are just hitting their shots. Roni in hand. Oh
No.
No,
Surely
please.
you give him time to rappel up. He's outside, he's detected, but Jason finds Sandals, so I guess an opener. Sandals complaining that his aim is down after previously complaining of a headache, so I guess not having the best of times. Says he is by a quart.
Tactical timeout. Impromptu tactical timeout.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I feel like there's literally. Oh wow!
No way. That would have landed. He detonated that midair. That would have landed on the roof. Does he have? Yeah, he has another. He could make that throw. Drop shot. Please, drop shot. Just try it.
Oh wait, there we go. Let's hear it. Give the people what they want.
Come on. Come on,
Give
drop
the
shot.
people what they want.
Come on, drop shot. You can make the throw.
There it is.
You can make it.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
you did it. Don't detonate it midair. Like, he can literally make that throw onto the roof. He can kill Jason because he's on solo HP. Yes, go for it. Go for it. Yes.
Oh
They did it.
my
Yes!
goodness.
Surely that does damage. No. So sad.
Why has this round become a meme?
Because it's 4-1 and he has 30 seconds and you can't do
That's
anything.
he's just chilling. Yeah, so I feel like there's really not much to analyze that round aside from it was full on just run out from Sandals, like 1, 2, 3, and we were just like, okay, cool.
Is
well,
there any way to kill him there?
on the roof? No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. If you, I was thinking if you jump out of bedroom window, but I don't think so.
Maybe
Maybe?
from small tower?
No one got a C4?
No. I
I
mean, the
thought that
C4
bird
was
was like a
gonna
grenade or
reach.
something. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the bird was like a smoke.
Oh.
Feed the
Shucks.
KD. He's now even.
Well,
Okay.
impromptu tactical timeout, like he
TT out.
said.
TT done.
Yeah, it's 4-1. It's not looking good. OG, they're really just steamrolling this game.
Do you think it carries through onto the defense though?
Yes. Because
No
Oregon
hesitation.
is kind of. I mean, I think it's going to carry over to the attacking side because OG are traditionally a very good attacking team.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
if anything, especially it being OG, them being such a momentum-based team, obviously, we said this quite a lot. Once they start getting in the groove, it's almost impossible to stop them.
Did you ever call Memento Mori Momentum Mori?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. I feel like that was a good one. I thought about it now. Just like you were like Momentum. I was like, Momentum Mori.
Come on. I wish they were still a team.
my brain went off on a tangent just because we've been focusing so long.
I mean, I'd expect when you're tired, your brain wouldn't think of weird things like that.
You'd be mistaken, as I have clearly just. Okay, well, let's try and rein it in for the remainder of this half, at least, as there's at least another 2 rounds to be played on the split. It's going to be a laundry supply defense once more, and Sandals is again on the mirror. He's going to be putting the mirror in the exact same spot, and he's going to likely be assisted by an ADS, I would hope. What is the catch range on an ADS for projectiles? Is it that far?
It's like 3-meter radius. I think.
So if somebody throws something through that rotates next to the mirror window, does it get caught by the ADS?
Yeah, I didn't catch where the Jaeger ADS was placed out.
I don't think he placed it. I think he was going to put it in the corner where he was standing.
I think it does, yeah. Yeah, it should catch it.
Yeah. I always find that quite finicky. That
definitely.
distance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you see most people just put it like underneath the rotate.
Yeah.
Mirror jiggle peeking from the top of the freezer stairs. They caught the cage rotating down as well, but there will be no damage done just yet. Pre-fire onto the stairs. We'll make sure that Leventus was ready for Sandals that time, as the roaming mirror, or the lurking mirror rather.
Roaming mirror is an underrated strategy. No cap.
Dude, the roaming Echo and Maestro is going to come to fruition once we can move
Think about
utility.
it. Mirror has no purpose once she's placed out in mirror window. She's literally just a 3-speed
true.
with a C4 and a Vector.
She's just very loud. You can't really... It's so loud to roam with. As a roamer, you want to be a bit faster, surely? Unless you're literally banking on holding a single area and just playing the Vector.
Why not put mirror when you're holding catwalk? Like, catwalk on Clubhouse. Like, why, when she's placed it out, why...
That's quite interesting.
Instead of a dock, just put the mirror there.
Oh, but you play the dock for the increased scope. They took the 1.5 away from the Vector.
So sad. Please tell me he doesn't die of this angle again.
Oh no. You don't peek that through the smoke.
Dr. Dropshot. He smokes it though.
He does smoke it, but I don't think any damage was done to the player. Leventus is still
What
low HP.
What parkour is he doing at the moment? Okay, no. He's getting ticked out. He's gonna get bored out. He's dead.
That is incredibly unfortunate drop shot, and Cannibal doing very well here to hold the freezer stairs. Diffuser is now in hand. Cannibal drops one more. The free fire comes through from Crushes, will not connect onto anyone, as this has become a bit of a war zone for these two teams, and Leventus was low HP already, but that'll seal the deal. He will hit the deck. They'll be finished off by the pistol. Last alive is Crushes. Does he want another tactical timeout, as Jason has just had? He's full HP with Diffuser in hand. Cannibal's rotating up main stairs, and this, yeah.
At what point do you say it's a tactical timeout versus just delaying the inevitable?
Never concede defeat. Always call tactical timeout. Oh no, that was not the play.
That is definitely not the play.
Now
Not
we're gonna
opting
go.
for the tactical
Run
timeout.
into
He
the
opts to run into it, into the bullets from the 416 and into a round win by OG, into them potentially winning this game basically within the next 2 rounds?
Flawless map 3?
Question mark?
Question mark?
I mean, it's not too out there.
I mean, yeah, so we have seen DNMK in this. They did have a round up previously though in the 5-1. I feel like Sandals would probably stick to the Chunker just for memes. He's not going to though, thankfully. Thatcher will come into play instead of the Buck, which makes perfect sense. Yana on Fear. A bit of a change up here coming out from DNMK. Maybe looking for anything, throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. And this is the round to do it. This is their last attacking round. Trying to stop OG going flawless on this first split. And that is going to prove to be quite the difficult task, you would imagine, as if you remember previously on this bomb site, it was Hansi on the Jaeger inside of security to swing onto Jason, who was planting after the quick rotate came out. I don't expect the same thing to happen. Hopefully it plays out a bit differently, but I'm struggling to see what DNMK are putting up against OG thus far.
Yeah, it really just feels like there's never been that spark, that one thing that they've had as an advantage over OG. It feels like the whole time they're just kind of trying to do damage control, because most of these rounds, OG, they've had the opening pick, or they've had the better bomb site to defend, the better defensive lineup, whatever it may be. They just look one ahead the entire time. Now they're going to kitchen. Last time around, it came down to a coordinated clutch from 3 players. So I just want to see this not end 6-0. That is my only wish.
Oh, no, I'm in the same boat. I'm sitting right next to you in that same boat. I want DNMK to pick this up after the sheer performance we saw them put up in the previous 2 maps. I don't want this to be the word I want to use is anticlimactic, because I feel like that's where it is heading. I don't know if it's mental fatigue or if it's lack of information, but there's something that is not gelling too nicely for these boys. Sandals on the roam here, looks at the bottom of main, says, but will not push up any further. Hansi again playing his position inside of security. Remember, this is, of course, a kitchen and dining defense. Minute already lapsed, so that is your secondary drone phase gone and forgotten. Pre-fire comes through onto the stairs, knowing that there was drone there and knowing that the attackers have that top floor control for the most part, if not completely, and they do in fact have it in their possession. Minute and a half. Time ticks ever closer towards 0-0-0. Levent is making some quick rotates for himself in case he needs to get out of hot water. He will likely be getting onto some more vertical destruction sooner than later, as things are just stagnating a bit. DNMK may be discussing on how best they can take this, as it almost seems like it's going to be a full anchor type play coming out from these defenders.
Yeah, they're really stuck in their positions. Well, not stuck. They're choosing to play here. They're choosing to just bunker down, but Sandals might be the one to change that around. Going for the swing, he finds the damage onto the sledge, and he finds the kill. A lot of pressure alleviated. A lot of the vertical pressure, one of the most important things here, alleviated. Now, will he find the ace, though? He finds the damage, but not the kill. 4-3 in favor of the attackers. It's looking like the first round that they just might capitalize on, but look at big tower stairs. There was a player, Dr. Chopshop. He just falls back, I guess.
Yeah, he's going to fall back, rotate through Freezer, come up the Freezer stairs, potentially flank onto a 90 to try and get another kill. Hansi has actually moved out of security, playing inside of the kitchen, waiting for anybody to push through that surrogate, but it has been reactivated. And as I said, that the diffuser gets dropped inside of meeting. It does look like it's going to... There's 11 seconds! What are you doing? There's no one on site. The smoke
There's Master Cam.
The rotate comes through. Jason getting the diffuser down.
He's dead.
Zapped. The diffuser going down once more. Ogo takes some damage. And Hansi gets Jason with the pistol. And the same thing happens. The same way. The diffuser gets dropped. The planter gets dropped. And 6-0 for Omnius Gaming on their first half of map 3.
You know what this is reminding me of?
Being called by Jason. Tell me, we've got some time.
I really feel like OG are a team that just never fizzle out. I mean, we've talked about once they lose the momentum, it's hard for them to bring it back. But think about their game versus Runshock White in the grand finals of the Raving Mad Gamers tournament. The exact same thing happened. The first 2 maps were so damn close. Third map, 7-0.
Are we pausing for timeout?
I think so.
Timeout was called by Jason.
There we go.
Yeah.
The calls does come through. So, I mean, really now, do you think there is a chance of a comeback?
I want to say no, just based on how dominant that from OG on their defense. They were flawless, as the scoreline will reflect. They were flawless, and DNMK really need to take this time now. This is technically their 3rd tactical timeout they would have taken, hypothetically speaking. They need to figure out what is going on, what is missing, what is needed, what can be altered in terms of their gameplay to bring this back. I think the sheer unbridled aggression from OG is really rattling DNMK. Maybe they've lost a bit of their momentum, as you said before, but they haven't managed to get a single round, and that is incredibly troubling because we know how Oregon plays out.
It's not like it's just been unlucky. These rounds, they haven't had a footholding. They just haven't. They've just died. Think about the rounds where they've literally just called a tactical timeout because there's no way they win these. Think about the rounds where it they're trying to get the plant down, but there's like 10 seconds left and they just can't do it. In those scenarios, there isn't a fire to kindle. To make a comeback happen, you need some semblance of a chance in these rounds. You need something that you can say, okay, let's focus on this more. At this point in time, the thing is, there's nothing to kindle, to rekindle this fire, because it's just OG. They're just so damn dominant.
There's not even embers to build off of. I 100% agree with you. We've gotten the go-ahead to resume the game, and what could be short and sweet and to the point, but we'll have to wait and see. Timer resumes on 7 seconds. We do have our 6-pick and from Mozzie to a Malusi, and this is DNMK's moments. This is do or die for them, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. If they can't bring this back literally right now, they're gone. It's 6-0. It's match point. That's it. It's gone.
Match point. Map point. Series point.
Yeah, I don't even know what the words are. I'm so tired, man. No, I'm not even trying to hype this up. I'm not trying to use big fancy words. If they lose now, they lose. That's it. They're out of the World League Esports 10K tournament, the lower bracket semi-finals. That means OG will be going through to the lower bracket semi-finals, potentially playing for that grand final spot against the winner of 80K versus who's the other team? Bravado. There we go.
Well, that's gonna be a fantastic game.
That's gonna be a bottom burner.
That's gonna be phenomenal. I can't wait till we get there. But before we do that, we need our competitor to face them. Will it be OG? Will it be DNMK? At this point, it's looking heavily in Omnius Gaming's favor. And DNMK obviously looked a lot better on defense when we went to Theme Park, as we saw previously, even on Clubhouse as well. And a bit of a different sort of operator line. If you actually look at the operators, the Yana, Zofia, and Ash are all fragged. All frags, and then you have your standard necessary hard breach support duo. So I think they're going to be going for these gunfights instead. Oh, that's a good start. That's a good start. Sandals off the board. Zofia gone. I imagine those concussions and impacts are still in her pocket, so those will also be lost to the team for the foreseeable future for the next 2 minutes. And it's a 5v4, so it's a good start for DNMK. This is what they need. They've got a little bit of momentum. And as I say that, Leventus gets shut down, trying to rotate into Freezer. Who else but Dr. Dropshot to pull them back into this one?
Yep, and that is Ergo now blowing the site wide open. One of the anchors falls. It's not looking good. 3 plays left. They need to hold this bomb site for the next minute and 30. And after that, they need to win 5 more rounds. It's looking nigh impossible. They're trying to open up the angle here into Attic. Mario gets injured. Jason and Crushes left to clutch this out. Dr. Dropshot finalizes the kill with the Ash charge. Ergo locks out the kill onto Crushes. It's just Jason. Whiffs onto the first. This is a done deal as Dr. Dropshot in a flawless game finishes it out for Omnius Gaming. They're heading to the lower bracket grand finals. No, not grand, just lower bracket finals.
I'm disappointed. I don't know about you, but frankly, in that map, I expected a similar map to maps 1 and 2. I expected them to at least take a couple of rounds off OG, but it looks like it wasn't to be. Ergo says it best, saying that was a bizarre series, and I have to agree with him. But my goodness, what a performance from OG. I think we've seen this from them before. And you know, it's actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if you think back to Meraki versus 80K in the grand final of the Major,
the 701
was it the 80K Summer Cup? I think it was
the Meraki Major, I think.
It was the Meraki Major.
Where they 7-0 them on Vellum.
Yeah, they were like, okay, cool, close game, and then bang.
Yeah.
OG well played.
It just proves that OG have that mental fortitude of just continuing it till the end. They never give up. They keep it going. They win it out. Easy as that. They prove to be the better team, not only in the aim department, the strat department, but the mental department. And that's a really good sign for them heading further on in the World League Esports 10K tournament. And I think, Luda, I don't think we should drag this on for too long. This game has already been dragged out. into eternity. Thank you guys so much for joining. This has been fun, but that's us for the night.
Yes, sir. We are out of here. Please stay tuned for games. The action, I don't believe, is done for the day by any means. So again, we'll be better than carte blanche. I can assure you of that much. But for now, that'll be myself and Kanya out. We'll throw it over to a quick, I'm not sure when the next game is, but we will go over to a break. And when we return, some more World League esports action.
Thanks so much for joining. Cheers.